Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Sunfall Cycle. All
should
your
get the
cameras
jacket,
are
Eric.
out of whack today. I can't figure out what's going on with Bronze. Is like a quadrant of her screen. Steven is like, I can't figure out what's going on.
At a counter, it looks like she's like, "Hey guys, can I play too?"
Gotta figure out what's happened.
Baby
I have to figure out what's happened to you all today.
Fuck posture.
This is good.
There we go. Transition. That's great. Steven
that
is
is-
a mess.
Guys, I'm so.
All right, imagine Steven in that pose for about 14 hours playing Hades. Like that's
That's actually the way that it works. That's what it looks like.
Can I ask you guys, what the fuck is going on with Mario Sunshine? Because I started playing it yesterday. And
What?
I was like,
What?
what's
I'm sorry. What?
happening? Sunshine.
Yeah. What about it? You mean the plot or the concept?
Yeah, like I've never played it before, and I started playing it last night. And I was like, why am I getting arrested? Like, what is this? The pollution is the problem, but it's not. It's these like star baby things. Like, what is happening?
Oh,
And
Brit.
so
Oh, sweet, innocent Brit.
I don't like that the toast talk. I got mad so quickly.
Wait till you get to the part of the story where you start to question time and space.
Is this a Kingdom Hearts story problem?
It is
Like that level, or
there are theories as to who the characters are, and it's like messed up. So
I mean, I'm not gonna stop playing. I was like, I'm so mad, but then I played for another like 2 hours. Like I was like, I'm gonna play this game, but I don't get what's going on.
Hopefully, chat knows what I'm talking about when I say it's weird. It's
Everyone
weird.
is secretly Nick Knoll team.
Is it true that it's a prequel to Control?
That is in fact totally true.
All right.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
It's pretty fun so far. It's just unbelievable. I mean, they're
talking
all weird games, which is why I like them. But I was just like, well, I was not expecting this. Like, I was not expecting Sunshine to be like arriving on an island and them to be like, it's dirty and it's your job to clean it up. Like, okay.
That sounds like Mario. Mario, it's your job. Today I learned that some people say Mario and it amuses me. I love it.
Mario?
Yeah, people were like,
I've heard people say Mario.
I say Mario, and
Look at Bronze's face.
Obviously it's Mario, but like Mario's cute, and I don't care that people say it that way. I think it's cute. I think it's
that's
cute.
Nice. I think that's the kind of attitude we need in 2020.
Yeah, Mario and Ouija. I love them both.
Luigi?
No, just Ouija.
Ouija.
Mario
Like
and Ouija, the two brothers.
Luigi.
Yeah.
Luigi. Look at Bronze. She is either frozen or so mad she can't move.
She's frozen with anger.
Yeah, it's when the freezing happens inside the brain.
Ouija.
I don't know. I think I'm like a boomer in the sense that like it was impressed upon me from a young age the value of like a minority who speaks English, you know? And so like when I see people my age, you know, like I've tried so hard to be taken seriously, like as a woman and as a brown woman. When you see grown ass women that are like, no talk me, I angry. I want chicken nuggets and honey mussy. I'm like,
I want chicky nuggets.
Can I just say, for the record,
And that extends to Luigi.
Hilarious.
like, there's like girls that
Hilarious.
would kill, like, look, go donate to the Malala Foundations. There's so many girls in developing nations that would love to have an education, and you have one and you're talking like a 5-year-old.
Me angry.
I'm so sorry.
When people
want
say me
chicky
angy
nuggies.
or chicky nuggy and honey mussy, I'm like,
No, that shit bothers me a lot too.
right, but I feel like we're skipping over the anger. It seemed like you had the anger from before we got to the chicky nuggies.
Mario.
And it was
no,
about
the
Mario.
Mario
and
is
Luigi.
just aesthetically unappealing to me.
So-
okay, and
so-
then the Ouija thing, like
The
really
Ouija
set
set
you
me
over
over.
the fucking
Yes,
edge.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Britt, you get me. The Ouija, where I was like, no, you know how to say Luigi. You're just doing that on purpose.
So you're just
know?
you're just saying to me that I have another easy little button to push with you. I love that our relationship is just me pushing buttons and you.
Do you
like,
want another divorce, Jesse?
You know what?
Do you want another nasty court battle?
Guys, I can't
It's
go
the only
through
way you'll
this
talk to me
again.
outside of the show.
What about our children?
Yeah, what about us?
Yeah.
They have been
love.
traumatized by our domestic strife for so long.
I do not think that's accurate.
I don't even care. I'm gonna go move out to my own apartment.
I've begun to disassociate.
I'm gonna get a dog.
It's too real. I love
Now-
how everyone says outrageous stuff, and then Eric's just like, I begin to disassociate like children often do when they are in broken homes and have nowhere else to go.
As he
No, my
reads the Wikipedia.
brain is bulging from laughing. I'm gonna get a dog.
I
get a dog.
I will
purchase a
begin to
dog.
escape
I'm
into
done
my
with
magic tomes of Fantasyland.
Oh no! Uh-oh. Wait, this got too real.
I will take up Dungeons and Dragons as a hobby to escape the world around me. Yeah. I get
To
it.
have control over a world that you do
Well,
not have control
don't
over.
don't worry, you three.
real.
Bronze and I will stay together. We'll hate each other for 55 years and then die out of bitter spite. It'll be fine. So, like most marriages, we'll be fine in the end. We'll stick together, and then in the end, we'll still hate each other. But
Yeah,
we did it for
and
you.
we'll take it out on our children.
Yeah.
Our loveless marriage. We'll be like, we stayed together for you, Steven. For
Yeah.
you.
Loops back into today's topic, which is
Hades.
Hating.
Hate it.
and that's
Saw it coming.
delightfully
I saw it coming.
dysfunctional family.
Not
That's
enough.
true.
No. Slight take, still adjacent. We're still on the on-ramp into full Hades discussion coming off of the fantasy stuff, so I'm still there. Not enough people make gods of their worlds like dysfunctional families.
It's so
Very good. When you make
Like,
pantheons
whenever-
of
Wait,
the
whoa, whoa,
family
time
stuff,
out, time out.
Very good. Very good
Well,
stuff.
Strongly
But
disagree.
what you're saying, Eric, is just goes against what you just said about diving into games to forget your troubles.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Dive into a game and be like, this is just like my parents' marriage.
Wait, time out. Time out.
Well, I wouldn't play a cleric in that game.
Time out. We need clarity.
Yeah,
We
you're
need
right.
clarity.
You're right. That's fair.
We need
That's
clarity.
pretty hypocritical. of me.
Eric, are you
what's up?
saying that when people create worlds, like us, for like fantasy shit, we don't make them dramatic?
No, we just
So you're-
don't apply the drama to pantheons.
Are you saying like
The
the
familial
real,
drama.
the real, like real
familial.
world pantheon, like Greek, Roman, like all that? You saying that didn't have drama?
Wait, what? No,
The Greek pantheon did.
I'm
but
talking about.
when
no,
creating
I'm-
fantasy pantheon.
I'm talking about like the Forgotten Realms and like
Oh,
how
well,
everyone's
that's
just
not
like,
real and it's
hello,
bullshit,
I'm
so-
Tyr. I do justice, and I'm Helm. I'm also have a gauntlet, and I'm also justice.
Well, that's
and
just
like,
lazy.
That's it. Like, there's nothing.
Well,
Nothing
that's
to it.
lazy. They, a good writer would explain why the gods don't get along through story about how one
Yeah.
time a god slept with a goose, and that goose laid a girl named Genevieve, and Genevieve slept with a minotaur, but the minotaur was the son of Gorgamath the Destroyer, and Gorgamath and the original god Torsen, they don't get along very well. So his wife came up and was like, is this minotaur your grandkid? Is this who this is? I'm gonna have to curse him. So the minotaur ended up becoming a cat, and that is how cats were born.
I just like the idea
Wow.
that
I'm gonna have to
Gorgamon
curse
and Goose were like at a wedding together, and they were
That
like,
checks
"Go
out.
to
And
the
it's
family
because
now."
the Minotaur and this girl slept together. It was the Minotaur who got pregnant, and so when the Minotaur was turned into a cat, the Minotaur gave birth to 9 other cats.
Yes, and that's why cats have 9 lives.
Exactly.
It all
Yep.
explains everything.
Oh.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on. That's like good myths do.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Like
so-
once there was this baby that was like the child of 2 deities, and he got really hungry and he ate the son, and another deity was like no and chopped his head off. But then his mom was like, oh my god, that was my toddler, what the fuck is wrong with you? And so he's like, oh my bad, and put an elephant head on him instead, and that's how he got Ganesh.
Yeah. That's a great look. Those are great stories. They're literally all mythos.
He was just hungry. He was just a hungry baby. Who the hell beheads a hungry baby?
all
Also,
mythos
I
is
think that's
great.
why eclipses happen.
Oh, interesting.
Because of the hungry baby?
Yeah, because he ate
Because
the
of the
son.
beheading.
Cause of hungry baby. Cause hungry baby eat the
Thought it was a
son.
chicken nugget.
Hungry baby want chicken nugget. Son look like big chicken nugget.
Big God got angry. No
Big God got
talking.
angry.
Ooh,
Where
But if you're a baby and you talk like that, that's fine. That's
Ooh.
cute.
Damn it, Bronze.
But
Where
I
do
mean,
they
in
hear?
this context, it's fine. If baby Ganesh wants to talk like that, that's okay because
Yeah.
he's a toddler.
What about
he's a
full-grown
baby.
elephant badass Ganesh who's like, Ganesh want chicken nugget?
Well, then it would still be okay because who knows what the acoustics of his mouth are
Oh,
like? Because
you know
he
what?
has like
True.
a big trunk and he has, like he
Yeah,
has
tusks.
tusks. Like that might
Alright.
mess with his pronunciation a little bit.
I like. Here's the thing.
Bronze's
I'm fine
problem
with
is
this.
just
I'm fine with
grown adult women talking that way.
So it's
I
canonical.
really understand the specificity of this issue.
In the Sunfall
Yeah.
Cycle, orcs call them chicky nuggies because they've got orc tusks.
So you're
and-
saying Kairos can half call them chicken nuggies?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean,
Chicken
you
nuggets.
don't know what the
He can't say it in a cute
pronunciation
voice
is
though.
like.
He has to be like chicken nuggies.
Where are my nuggies?
That's creepy.
Brothers of the chain, bring me a 20-piece
That's-
chicken nuggies. I demand sauce. Multiple varieties. One will not do. I have
Ooh,
different
woo.
tastes.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh.
Ooh, woo, indeed.
I can't help but feel I'm responsible for this. I'm
Look
sorry.
at what you have unleashed.
I think I did this.
One sparkly,
the face.
warkly, chainy, wainy for
I
each
did
of
make
my
the
fallen
face.
comrades.
I did make the.
What do you mean they're out of Szechuan sauce?
Do not make me re upon the. Yeah.
Honey musty is fine.
Honey Mussy. Come
I've never in my
on.
life heard honey mussy.
Honey Mussy.
I have.
Honey Mussy.
Honey
No, I haven't
Mussy.
either. I'm happy that this is how I heard it, but I'm not happy that I know about it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with chicky nuggies. I think I draw the line at honey mussy.
I
Yeah.
love Honey Mussy.
I mean, if you're gonna go for it, I choose Honey Mussy over Chicken Nuggy because at least you're just 1,000 force going into it. But like, I don't like that.
Where it's like,
I will
don't
never
half-ass
be a
it.
restaurant Like, I want some Honey Mussy, please.
I want Honey Mussy.
I love this chicken, but it'd be way better with some Honey Mussy, please. Like,
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
god, fast food workers work so hard. Why would you put them through that?
They're like, please, I'm making $4.
I'm
Right?
not.
They don't make a lot of money. They work so hard and they deal with so much conflict in a day.
I wouldn't do that
Can
to
I
anyone.
have a 15 minimum wage?
I was a waitress for a long time. I don't put any food service worker through any kind of pain.
I
if
think-
can possibly help.
Ooh, woo, Wendy Strike.
Oh, whoa. What if all the workers talk like that?
At
Ron,
will
and you went to
employment
go-
state, uwu.
I just want to point out.
Workers of the world, ooh, woo, night.
I want to point out that all of us are like on some baby shit, but Britt, something about your voice is like someone out there definitely has a Brit doing Betty Boop fetish. I don't know who it is.
Oh
but
no, I
when
know.
you're
I have
"Ew,
like
ew," I'm
I've
like,
laughed about this
oh,
with people
no.
before. Where like I can make way too accurate like anime like sounds like
Doop a boop.
that kind of thing. Not good. I'm not gonna do anymore. I'm good at it though. I don't know
Thank
why.
God.
Very unexpected.
I started doing that when I was
I was
watching
not
anime because
prepared.
I'd watch anime and they'd be like, oh. So I just started doing it because I thought it was funny.
You know,
And
I was
like,
gonna
I'm
say,
not bad at this.
I was gonna say, I was happy I was laughing over you doing that, so it can't be clipped. But you did it again, and there you go.
It's fine.
Have fun, internet.
It's true. I got no. So on my okay. So here's
But
something.
you're
to think.
right, Jesse. Somebody does have a big fetish for this kind of voice.
All right. Well, first off, now
Fun.
you're just Harley Quinn, and that is true. You're right. Too many nerds do, because I'm like,
What,
you know,
Eric?
I do not like.
I was gonna say what. So I don't watch that much anime, like, but like roughly out of 100%, what percent are those like introspective shots when they go like like they gasp and then you hear their internal monologue for like a second, right? Or like a sentence. or two?
Every single one.
Like a lot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's got to be so easy to animate because it's just like a pan over and like you only have to draw that many scenes.
I've discovered
Does
that.
has,
Jesse
like,
thought
couldn't
about how
really
easy it
like
must
me? Is that
What?
what this means?
Right?
He must.
Yeah.
Is
yes.
that why he gave me the bun on Friendship Day?
Yes.
Oh, I do not feel this way about Jesse Quinn.
Oh.
How will I tell him?
Oh. That
Pan
didn't
out.
end. That didn't end the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Jesse
I
Coon.
feel betrayed by that plot line.
Ooh.
But I brought you a bun every day while you worked at the bun stand. How
I
could you
work
do
at
this
a
to me?
bun stand.
Well, you
What
work
makes you
at
think
the
I want
bun
more buns?
Because you do not know of buns. only sorry. Every time I think of a dude bringing a girl something, every time I think of when I was younger, I had this friend and she worked at a GameStop, and every day this dude would bring her a slice of pizza. And every day he'd like hang around the store after he gave her a slice of pizza. And she was just like, it's really sweet, but it's like weird. And I'm like, this dude's just into you and he wants to ask you out, but he's like too afraid to do that. And she's like, what? No. And I'm
Now
like,
he treats you like an aquarium. I'm just feeding you.
I'm like, you think he's doing this? Cause she's like, I don't know. It's just weird, but like, I'm not gonna, I don't know. I was like, wait, so the dude you think is weird, you take pizza from him every day? That's even weirder. I was like, all of this is just a comedy of errors, and I get to witness it, and it's so strange, and I don't understand what's going on.
Oh no.
And when they finally talked,
sure
he was
that's
like,
straight out
"So,
of a
do you
Shakespeare play."
game?" And I was like, "Bro, she works at a GameStop." It was so funny. It was great. That was,
How did
by the
it
way,
end?
About nothing.
how did it end? I don't know. They aren't together, so clearly it didn't end well for him. I just think it's really funny that he brought her a pizza every day.
Too many
It's
pizza
like a
purchases.
real fetish. I used to work at a game store, and that's like dating the game store girl is like a real fetish that a huge chunk of gamers have. That they just need to get over. You
Yep.
need to get over it, and you need to move past it. They don't want to date you; they just want to work. I used to have people that hung out in my store for 4 hours at a time. I am
Sure,
not
bros out
exaggerating.
there, don't hit on retail workers, and don't fetishize a single aspect of a person and project the rest of their entire personality based on what you think that one aspect of that person defines about them, because that is the path to disappointment, both for yourself and for
Gotcha.
the other person.
Don't fetishize.
And God forbid.
Damn it! You beat me to the joke. God
Steven,
Bad-
that is the realest thing. However, I don't think anyone can ever take that away and be like, Steven's right. I'm not gonna like do this thing. That's
No,
like
Steven is
you gotta
absolutely
touch
correct.
the stove. You gotta touch the stove. Like at
No,
one point.
don't say that. Oh my god.
Right?
You have to.
Hey, I'm gonna go on a rant, right? Like, people learn to do that because of culture and like the media
Yeah.
that they consume and the advertisements that they consume and the ways that relationships are portrayed in media, which is both a blessing and a curse. It's a curse because it means that like modern media will contribute to continued negative like real world interactions, but it's a blessing because if we as media creators put out better and more like fully fleshed out imagery of what relationships can and should look like.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a curse because Bronze will never find me conventionally attractive. It's a blessing because she's forced to be here with me every Wednesday. So
That's the moral.
I
of
can
the
keep
story.
this up all day, baby. I got
Never
them
should have signed that contract. God damn.
Oh man, the Sunfall contract that we totally have.
Never gonna get out.
The Sunfall
cycle
contract.
is the contract.
The cycle is the contract. You never get to leave. We
Never.
have
Every time you
to force
tear
you here every week.
you tear up the contract, you wake up on the moon.
No, you just wake up back here at 10 a.m.
I'm never gonna get out.
We actually don't have lives outside of this. We're just in a loop. We're just stuck we just
every
wake
day.
up and it's Wednesday again.
Yep, we're in a pandemic. It's Wednesday.
Quarantine's day.
I can't really remember how things were before the pandemic. I guess they
that
were
is a
weird.
sad statement. It breaks my heart.
I mean,
There was an Oscars this year.
I used to go to
believe it?
brunch on Sundays, and we'd sit outside and we'd eat and like talk to random strangers, and dogs would be there, and we'd drink wine for 3.5 hours, and then I'd pretend I'd have a day, but I didn't really do anything the rest of the day. It was great.
no, never
Man.
on a brunch day.
Yeah, well, I remember those days. Now I'm like, I could go with you, or What if we just talked on the internet for 20 minutes and then I went about my day?
What if I turned on the fan that ventilates my apartment to filter out the smoke?
It's actually better now in LA. The sun is
Yeah?
out. I can see the sun again, and the
Yeah,
sky
same.
is like blue. It's not as blue, but it's blue again.
Your Sunday makes me feel so basic by comparison. I like going to like the bougie malls and looking at the seasonal displays and getting myself an Auntie Anne's pretzel.
Wait, that's nice.
That's a great
So
Sunday.
brunch is an LA thing, Bronze. It's like a
Oh,
whole
fair.
cultural thing here.
Brunch is also a Montreal thing. Huge Montreal brunch culture.
I love a good brunch.
Oh, I love brunching.
Yep.
I'm very
brunch.
good at it.
Is it just eating food?
No. Oh
What?
no, there's so much more to it.
What?
Well, I thought it was just a breakfast
No.
lunch combo. What is
No,
it?
it's kind of like a party. It's like a dinner party on Sunday morning. Like
Yeah,
it's,
that's exactly what it is. It's a dinner party Sunday morning. Yes.
it's a Sunday morning dinner party, is what it is. You get dressed up, like your outfit, your look, like matters, like to an extent that you're like it's like you are supposed to be expressing yourself, and you are stepping into an outfit that expresses how relaxed you are, and then you meet a bunch of people at a restaurant and get bottomless mimosas and stay for way longer than they want you to.
Oh
And
yeah.
tip way more than any normal person should because of how long you've stayed and how many mimosas your group has actually had to drink.
And if you've nailed it, you have a comfortable group of friends.
Yeah.
You aren't ordering like an individual food thing. You're like have a whole table of variety, and you're just like, oh, I'll try some of this and I'll try some of that, and like you should eat this. It's amazing.
Yeah, you kind of
Have you
order stuff
tried
to come
Jesse's
out
waffles?
and
Oh
then
my
order
God.
stuff afterwards, yeah. Then you stay, and sometimes you go to like a social brunch that's like a friend of yours with their brunch group. So you're like going to do that brunch that day. Sometimes you're hitting multiple brunches on a
Dogs
Sunday.
totally welcome. All dogs,
Gotta
bring them.
Pace yourself.
Sometimes the restaurant gives the dog a little bowl of food and or water so they can join in on the brunch. It's perfect.
It's really nice.
It's not lunch. It's lunchtime,
No.
but you're eating breakfast foods
I think
and
that
alcohol.
understanding
Early
and
lunchtime. It's
experience
like
I
11.
had in retrospect, you know, like listening to this, I'm like, I think I've been to one. It was at a place called Crendor in Portland. It was like 5 years ago.
Oh,
That
I know
sounds-
Screen Door.
Sounds very close. Yeah.
And
Does it have
when I
fast
saw the
snacks,
like
pancakes?
it was way too expensive, and there was like candied bacon with pralines and stuff like
That's
that.
a brunch.
Yep,
That's
that's
a brunch.
That's
And
how
I
brunch-
was just
You had
like,
a
who
brunch.
really eats like this? Like, I was very like weirded out by it. Like, I was like, I
Someone
don't
bring you
understand
a
what's
cocktail
happening.
and like a
It's
brass.
me.
It was a disgusting Bloody Mary. That is
Oh.
what it was. It was.
You
a
gotta find a good
disgusting
place with a
Bloody
good
Mary.
one.
Yeah, you got to
Bloody
get
Marys
good
are where
food.
it's at.
If you're going to spend way too much, at least make sure it's good.
Yeah, you got to go to a good place. There's good
Yeah.
brunch.
And
and
that
bad
I
brunch.
think my only takeaway from it wasn't that the experience itself was bad. It's that the wait was so crazy and they were so insistent on eating at Screen Door. And I was like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, well,
there's
Well, that's
18
it's-
places we could eat. And it's like, oh my God. But when you go here,
It's
Jasmine,
a
you're
Portland rite
going
of
to
passage.
try their candied bacon.
who are
It
these
is
terrible people?
So
Who are you
good.
hanging
It's a
out
Who
with?
Portland
are these
thing.
people you need to
so
remove from your
delicious.
life?
We have to take you to Screen Door.
No.
You have to eat it. It's
Look.
so good. And then you go there and you're like,
It's fine.
I'm pretty sure y'all just have
Nah.
busted taste buds. In
I would like to invite you sometime, Jasmine, to come to my brunch, which my friend and I made up. And it is like brunch. But what we do at brunch is I have this Christian Dior muumuu that I bought from a thrift store. We all got these really nice designer muumuus. And mine has a pussy bow. And we put our muumuus on and we roll a bunch of gigantic joints. And then we put on Motown music and we get really high and we make breakfast. And then we drink mimosas and then we play board games all afternoon. And that
God damn
is
it.
the best brunch in my opinion. And we do it for holidays. So we do like Thanksgiving brunch and Easter brunch, and it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Brunch.
So there are
Lunch.
brunches
Lunch.
come in all different shapes and sizes, guys.
Lunch.
You don't have to
Yeah.
wait in 40
Cooking
like,
your
45
own
minutes to an
breakfast
hour
with
in line
friends
for it.
is that's
The
what
best.
I end up doing. Yeah, there's something
So
very
much fun.
special to that. Yeah,
I love it. Anyway, maybe you just
good times.
Bronze, you can come to my brunch and then we'll
Good,
see how
because
you
I
feel.
don't like waiting.
I
for
think
food.
you'll like. No, I'll feed you.
It's like my
immediately.
biggest character flaw. If I had to like list my pros and flaws, if I see a wait in front of a place, I leave. I live in a city. There's 18 million places to eat. And it drives people crazy where they're like, no, it's worth the wait. I'm like, it's No,
Sometimes it's not. Like,
I don't like standing on the sidewalk for 30 minutes waiting for food. I'll never do it.
It comes down to if you're good at brunch, you have like a spot that's yours and you know when to go when no one else is there. So you're like, you don't have to deal with that BS and all of your friends are in on it. So it's not like you have to try this place. That's so good. Nah. You're like, look, we go to old Sloppy Frank's and Sloppy Frank got a whole thing out back and it is delicious. And he got an old lady and she pours you way too much booze into that orange juice. It's the spot. And you're just like, yeah, that place is great. Yeah, it's always some like place that's kind of out of the way.
That sounds dope. Lunch sounds dope as well.
Yeah, and I always make too much food and there's always stuff. That's my favorite kind. I like hosting people.
Yeah.
I don't smoke, but I'll eat.
Oh yeah, you don't have to. There's no requirement. I'm gonna make it very
the moo-moo
weird.
though. The moo-moo's kind of required.
Moo-moo is
I'll
required.
wear the moo-moo.
Or an outfit of your choice that is on an equal level of outrageous as a moo-moo and
As long
comfortable.
as you adhere to the community.
I have a vintage velvet tux. That's a very bisexual.
That's great.
nature.
That's fine. Yeah, you just have to wear something that's not normal. That's it. That's the only requirement.
Enhances the atmosphere.
Should we play our game? It's like 11, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I was trying to I'll see what I can do. I have
You don't need to apologize.
from the last time I had brunch.
We never even talked about
in
Hades
the
that
time
much.
before time. We recorded a video and it is me drunkenly dancing and I just figured it would add to what you're missing, Bronze.
Wait, you drunkenly danced at a brunch?
Oh my god.
Is there music? Okay, y'all are just adding to the
It is the music in the background is literally like 1980s Japanese jazz funk. And I'm dancing to it. Oh, it's good. I'm dancing to it and I'm trying to maintain balance and just alcohol spilling everywhere. It is it is a solid photo or a video, but I don't have time to put it into this thing. So maybe after break we'll see if I remember. But it's there. It exists. It's on my computer now. I had to send it from my phone. A lot of work went into a thing that's nothing. All right, let's do this.
All right, folks, welcome to episode 70 of the Sunfall Cycle. What happened last week?
Ooh, by the way, before we do that,
Yes?
if everyone wants to get crazy in chat, the wiki was updated. The wiki has been updated with tons of new information.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you, based on, I assume, all the stuff from last week. So we good. We in there now.
Woo! Thank you, whoever's doing that.
They're in chat right now. Come forth and show
Who is it?
yourself.
Who are
Show
you?
yourself so that you might be judged.
You don't have to. Thank you.
Show yourself so that you might be judged by Brit.
Britt, the judger.
The judge.
I don't know if I'd be a good judge.
I think you'd be an excellent judge. Honestly,
Thanks.
I think you've
Maybe
got it.
actually I might be a good one, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair. Most of the time. That's the
So
problem.
yes, Jesse, what does the wiki say about
Yeah, Jesse.
what happened last
There.
week? On the wiki?
Arcane Archivist is put in all the work.
Arcane Archivist, thank you.
I love how everyone in chat with great takes have the most perfect names to go along with that. Thank you, Arcane Archivist, for creating this Sunfall Cycle wiki.
That's amazing.
Our
Back when-
archive.
Yeah. Back when Bronze was mentioning how shitty Screen Door is, it was like literally like PNW fan 220 was said, yeah, sounds like Screen Door. This is
Phone fan.
great takes. And then Butt Prince is around all the time with the most fantastic takes.
Oh, yeah, this is
I
a
love
good
your chat, Jesse.
It's a
I love
strong
all of you.
community.
Look, I got great people. Great people show up. That's
Yeah.
it. I got nothing else to say. They're good. They're good. What am I gonna? I'm not gonna do the thing I usually do, where I'm like, they're great at sucking. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I saved that for you for.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this wiki. This is awesome.
And congrats, by the way, Jesse, on like crushing through Final Fantasy.
Yo, I'm having
We
a
were
great
just
time.
doing
It's
it.
so good. It's so good.
Which Final Fantasy has Jesse been crushing through?
14.
Oh yes.
I don't know how to describe it as a
saw
thing
some
because,
videos of you
like,
fighting a mecha that summoned like other parts and then became a Megazord.
holy shit, I couldn't believe that was in a video game. It was incredible. Literally was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then when it explodes, all the characters turn away from it and it explodes in the background. Hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, no, it's a great game that has an incredible story that I don't know how to justify people playing. It's so crazy. I don't know how to.
You make me want to try this out. Because I hear so often that, like, oh, the story's great, but I feel like people say that about every Final Fantasy, and let's be real, like, a lot of them are not great.
It's hard to describe in a way that you can convince people to play it, because it's like, I played it and then stopped because I was like, this sucks.
That was me.
And then I went back to it because I had a friend who was like, I'm going to try this again. I'm like level 70. I'm like, is it any good? And they're like, oh my God. So it's like, fine. So I went back, and like the level 1 through 50 storyline is a slog. And it's all world building, and it's all like, we're trying to set up a thing for you. And then you hit like the end of the first game and the run up to the first expansion. And then that first expansion is like, holy fuck, there's a payoff to all this. And apparently it only continues and gets better. And it like, everything they add to it, you're like, ah! So yeah, I'm loving it. But it's so hard to explain to people, like, yeah, you just have to do the world building, not like slow shit at the beginning, and after 20 hours it becomes amazing. Like, I can't justify that to a person. Like, it's just like, how do you do that?
Could you imagine reading a fantasy book where like the first like 800 pages of this giant long epic is just all that world building and just not even so hard.
But what's
Brandon
crazy
Sanderson
is then
novel.
I didn't want to. I was subtweeting.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Got me.
I was thinking
got me.
exact same thing.
yeah, I don't know. But
I'm
it's
gonna
cool.
keep trying with him.
I
You get 100
enjoy
pages.
The first, like King Spire Crystal Spren.
King Killer Chronicles? No, that's not him.
Oh, it's the other one. What's the big epic saga he's writing now?
Alloy of Law? Is that one of them?
Isn't that Mistborn?
Is that different? Mistborn? Is that not Brian Sanderson? I don't know. Okay.
Mistborn
maybe-
is, but
Mistborn.
I'm not
some
on all
big,
that
huge
shit.
Epic that he maybe just finished in his book. Like last book is 2 books, and like what? Stormlight Archives. Thank you, Pseudo Panda. Yes, that's.
Oh yeah, Stormlight.
I enjoyed that book. Some.
I have friends who are obsessed with that. Like Seltzer, she and Marcus like can't get enough of Stormlight
Yes,
Archives.
I remember Weed being super into this.
They like nerd out about it all
I can't
the
wait
time.
for the movie that ruins
it.
it.
House Brenner like Pokemon, and he was like, "Yes, they really are." And yeah,
Is there
really
a movie
hits
coming
people.
out, Jesse?
Yes, it's like one of those things like it was bought. That'll be.
Oh.
You know, it reminds me. Have any of you played Ni no Kuni?
No.
Holy
Never heard
shit!
of it.
Ni no Kuni is a great. I guess Ni no Kuni 2 came out. Didn't play it, but Ni no Kuni is like it's like Studio Ghibli, and it is the beginning is about 8 hours of story and world building and crazy, like it's incredible, but a lot. And then the actual game is kind of like RPG Pokemon. Like you collect little cutie pies that fight for you, and then but the story is so like again, it's one of those things where the beginning of it.
Holy shit! The art's great.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni is incredible. But the beginning of the game is like, I remember playing it, and I think we were 20 hours in, and then we're like, wait a minute, is this the start of the game? It was so insane. We were just like, wait, what? Is it now starting? Yeah, I don't know. It is like a wild game, but yeah, you halfway through you realize like it wasn't an RPG. It literally is an RPG, but then you collect little cutie pies that also fight with you. And I was like, is it Pokemon 2? Oh my God. Yeah, it's another great example.
So it's like a gotcha Ghibli game.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out because I never got into Pokemon, but I did get really into Shin Megami Tensei, where you have your demons like kind of have sex and come up with crazier demons and come up with crazier gods. I love that. I don't know why I love that game. I really love that game.
Sounds like Pokemon.
You just enjoy the concept of attacking and dethroning God. I understand. It's very
probably yeah. Shin Megami Tensei is always like you know.
It is.
Welcome
it is.
to the Demon Compendium. It's very like you know edgy. Like you're a student and you seek to usurp power. You know, it's very like you know. Like, worship Satan for extreme power, and then one day kill Satan and become Satan yourself. And you're like, well, this is way better than Pokemon. You don't get to become Satan in Pokemon.
Here's the thing. I don't know. That's true. Can I tell you? I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends who are into Pokemon, and the heavy lore of Pokemon is fucked up. When friends start telling me about Pokemon and like the gods, the Pokemon world, and like crazy shit, I'm like, wait a minute, what? And they're like, oh yeah, oh this is actually what's happening in the game, and I'm like, what is this? Is this for kids? Oh, it's crazy. That game got weird stuff in it that I was unaware of. It's dark. Pokemon's dark.
All right.
I'm
gonna give this one.
He explains Pokemon video.
I'm gonna give this one out for free. This is a campaign. It was a campaign idea that I was gonna do, sort of like my take on Annihilation, which was part of Japan around Fukushima Daiichi power plant. You know, goes with the earthquake and stuff, and then you go into the zone, and it turns out it's Pokemon instead. And it's the start.
Yeah.
Rather than Annihilation, it's the start of Pokemon.
Amazing.
I do a lot of shit. I had a fast mech response one shot prepped where you're going over and trying to protect some biological facility off a South American island, and then it turns out it's the map of Jurassic Park.
That would have been amazing. I love that idea. That's
what I do.
Eric, I feel like we're kindred spirits, except you have well-crafted ideas, and mine are like, okay,
but you can deliver them better than I can.
I had a few years ago, I did a Christmas special, where we did like a role-playing Christmas special, and it was just like, I'm inviting Twitch people on to be a part of it, and you're all going over to this house for a Twitch Christmas party, and then it literally was like an old god Cthulhu. They all got killed off, and only one person lived in the end. It was beautiful. I was like, oh yeah, because, you know, we have to feed our ever-watching Cthulhu, the god of a million eyes that, you know, we all must bow down to. Yeah, that was
very Cabin in the Woods.
That was my spin. That Chat was the old god. And of course, they ate that shit up.
They are an old god.
Mm-hmm. All right, friends, what happened last week?
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah,
Board.
Pretty much.
Lots of discussions about that.
Learned a lot of things. Or we discussed a lot of things, I guess. Is the more correct way to describe that. And then
we learned how to respec.
Did we actually learn anything? We had a lot of ideas and thoughts.
Well, we did go through all the documents. And we added notes.
Yes.
I don't think you learned anything new, but
yeah, we didn't.
Cross-reference a bunch of information and maybe now like have some better ideas of like where to go to learn more information, or like questions to ask or quests to pursue.
Oh yeah, we had our question to ask list. Has Astafan changed dramatically in his time as king? Ask Iramon who knew him. What was Urbau's role in Ire and the Sunfall? Ask Iramon who built the planar scope. Iramon used research from a prior alchemist. I think, were we discussing going to talk to Iramon again?
That was one of the things we discussed. We had 3 questions, and Iramon was in the Venn diagram of questions, kind of near the middle. Or at least had some overlap with them. I'm trying to find where I wrote my questions down. It's probably one of my 17 text documents on my desktop that's titled Untitled.
Nice.
Standby.
Oh, and then the thing, Bronze and I had the thing. So I got the Mind Palace thing, the upside down Mind Palace. And Bronze, what did you get?
Wisdom 20.
Oh yeah, I got Wisdom 20 and a new spell.
Oh
I
yeah.
Contact other dimension or whatever, or contact other plane.
Yeah.
Which might also be useful.
Mm-hmm.
We could.
I mean, no
And
matter
then where
what,
are we again?
Kairos and I left. We left the bubble.
Yes.
You guys are in. We were gonna go find them. So we were gonna go find you guys in town, and then we were gonna get together and then go do something. Maybe talk to Iramon. I can't remember.
Yeah. So Aya and Ankara are standing outside the barbican of the palace compound of Ire, and are facing the dome through which Sarek and Kairos passed. So we remember, like, the entire space that we've been exploring, the mega dungeon of the palace compound of Ire, is covered with this like scintillating, oil slick, rainbow colored dome that is an artifact of the magics that Iramon wrought to try to stop time.
So
I don't think we know what happened to Kairos and I had flashbacks and then like went into the crowd. I don't know what happened.
But yeah, you're both dead.
All right. Well, here's the thing. My new character is named Slobo Marskowitz, and he is a half turtle, half frog from the swamps of Gomor. And he is a powerful monk.
Amazing.
Done. This RPG shit is easy.
I've got an idea. Since we're probably better to do this now versus like when we're fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm out of spell slots, but I can still cast a ritual. I don't know if I want to do it. I could attempt to do the ritual to contact the other plane and maybe have a conversation with Atikusu. Because it says I can contact demigods and stuff like that. But there's a good chance I'll go insane. Or die. Or both.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, so the guys are on the moon now then, Steven?
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that. So I guess we're still looking for them.
Because we did get information from
how did we die, though?
That like there was somebody that told the story of like or rather his herald told the story of how he was on the beach. Oh God, what was the story? The story was like, oh, he was on the beach and he found Nizoon or whatever. And there was a spear, and Nizoon basically liked his moxie, if I remember correctly.
I'm trying to remember.
And so he gave him like a form. And that's like, I was sitting there and I was like, I asked Steven if that was anything kind of familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some vague similarities.
Yep.
But I think that my patron might be involved in like several pieces of this. Now he's also a bastard and lies a lot. So, but he also probably knows everything that's going on. So, I mean, like even more so than Iramon, because he's a part of it. And he's so freaking old. He might be the perfect person to ask. Because he's been around for a minute. But we can't trust everything he says.
I guess not knowing that the other two are already dead, would we decide to try and contact him now, or would we try and like find them first?
I am very high wisdom, so I feel like I wouldn't even cast this spell until that wisdom buff falls off.
Yeah.
Because I am wise enough to know that just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. Yeah. But maybe when the wisdom buff falls off, I'll be like, no, we should totally open this like phone call. So
hello. Okay, cool. So we'll wait on that. Is there like I wonder if there's just a spell I can cast to basically tell whether they're still alive or not. Like locate person or something. Animals or plants.
you could not whether or not you're alive, but you could definitely test if the locate item on a person nearby, and then you know that person's nearby or not. Or their
Oh,
body
that's
would
true. I think, yeah, maybe so. I'll just do that for, can locate object. Let's see. As long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you, describe or name an object that is similar to you. As long as you've seen it up close. Okay, cool. So it's just one action, concentration up to 10 minutes. I'm just going to use my spell slot. I think I'll just cast it twice, and I'll think about like Sarek's bow and Kairos's helmet.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, you receive nothing back from your spells of locate object. And given that you're confident this is the direction they were going, you see their footprints on the ground. Like, it gives you a strong indication that something has gone wrong.
Okay, so I'm going to tell Aya, I don't think they're here anymore. The helmet, the bow, like things that they would never, ever drop are just nowhere near. So I think that they're probably on the moon.
Most likely, yes.
So we can either go directly back to the moon, or we can ask some questions first, or do some things first. How much time do we have?
I think there's like 5 clicks left on the clock.
A lot of clicks.
A lot of things you could do.
Yeah, 5.
What do you think we should do, Aya?
Well, if they're most likely already dead because they either got into a fight and killed each other, or they got in a fight with something out there that killed them.
Yeah.
This might be a great time to place a call to our whale friend and ask him if he knows anything about where Quintara came from and who she's allied with, because that is information we don't have.
That's true. I like that idea. I love that.
He's some type of magistrate, so maybe he knows. I think like he kind of talked really slow when we were running out of time, so we didn't get a chance to really debrief with him after we saved him. Yeah, no, I think we were like in a rush to get out before.
Yeah, he was helpful though.
Yeah, I wonder if we could call him.
Willing to be.
And maybe ask him a little bit more about Quintara, where she came from, why she wants to, what type of ritual she was trying to siphon his power for. I think it was to destroy the moon. We can't be sure. Why she was trying to do that, whether she works for the king or not, because looking at our board here, it looks like we're not even sure of where she falls.
Yeah.
On the
let's call our murder web.
All right. So I start inscribing right there on the causeway all my crazy, arcane rituals. And in the middle of it, prick my thumb, smear my blood in it, draw a little symbol, and then sit down, pull a human femur out of my bag and just put it up to my ear and go, hello?
Awesome. So this is the spell Contact Other Plane.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Contact Other Plane. Okay. And you are directly trying to contract Celestial Magistrate Mixolydian Fluke.
Yes.
I forget what numbers I had chosen for an 87, something like that. Give me, so like you hear a faint tinny ringing sound as of sound coming over a thin copper wire.
It sounds like a 56K modem dial-up sound.
And the phone picks up. You hear this.
Hey, Magistrate. It's me, Aya.
A DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
See if my brain explodes.
Yeah.
Shocker, this puts a strain on your brain.
Oh boy.
We have so many handouts. I can't find my character sheet. There it is. Okay, found it. Just took me a second there. Oh,
Oh no.
Good night, everybody.
me as well.
That's a bad connection.
See you on the moon.
Okay. Well, so let's see. First of all, like you're holding this femur up to your brain and just like butterflies and tentacles and eyeballs just like explode out of it, blah, just like coating the side of your head.
Mm-hmm.
You take 16 damage. Look at those 3 1s.
I was gonna say those 3-1 save me. I'm
God.
still alive.
For real. And wow, Jesus. And you are insane.
Yeah.
You can't understand what other creatures say. You can't read, and you can only speak in gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
And you are like this until you finish a long rest.
Okay. So I put the femur down, and I say,
What did he say?
"Many eaves plant we must. Much time have.
He said that exactly, or what?
Mayonnaise, delicious. Must make turkey bacon sub.
Are you okay?
Oh God.
Seek out the turkey god. Many sandwiches to make.
Oh my God. I try to grab the femur and I'm like, hello.
There's just a faint. There's a faint.
Damn it! Throw it on the ground. Oh. Okay. Are you okay? Can you understand what I'm saying to you?
Many blades of grass rest beneath the feet. Feel pain they must.
Oh my God. Okay. We're gonna fix you. We're gonna fix you. I just.
Where does the watermelon roll?
I'm like freaking out.
Where does the watermelon roll?
That
That's a
is
good one.
That's a deep ass question.
That's deep.
That's deep. That's deep as shit.
I guess what I'll do.
Jesse, you and I are sharing a blood on the moon, being like, "What the? That's deep."
Oh shit, man.
In my deep concern, is there anyone I could think of around where we're at that might be helpful at all?
Generally speaking, when like someone's mind has been affected like this, what they need is a clerical restoration spell.
Yeah. There's nothing like that.
I think you killed the only cleric that you met.
Yeah. Well, I look around and realize that there's really no one to help us. So I take out my staff and just murder Aya and then murder myself. So we can just get back to the moon. And
You're gonna have to roll for this. You're gonna have to roll for this. I need to know if you actually damaged
I can't
Aya.
deal
You need
with
to roll
this
cold blood.
gibbering person. Maybe if she and I both die and go to the moon, like it'll be wiped clean. That's my first and impulsive decision.
You have to roll sang-froid to do it. You have to be
You need to
cold-blooded.
roll for this.
I have
There's
to roll
just
it.
I would love to. Yeah, look at that.
Whoa, shit!
You probably have advantage.
I'm not
on
putting
yourself?
my friend through pain, okay? I'm not trying to hurt anyone.
I can
Instantly
just
kill.
imagine Ankara just going, ah!
I'm
Thanks.
sorry.
The
Wait,
blades
that makes your
grass, they
brain-
tickle.
I'm just like, oh, cucumbers as I die.
Oh my God. Am I just like bleeding on the street? What's
You missed. You missed. You missed yourself.
there? No, I mean, I have 82 hit points. What do I do? How do I kill
Gonna take a while.
You just
You-
keep.
you-
Why? Why?
find some stairs and just run up, keep jumping until my
You can certainly just walk out the dome.
I'm just done. Yeah, I just leave the dome.
Yeah, you disintegrate as you pass through the wall of the dome.
Can't
As you
deal
lay
with
there,
that.
as you both lay there dead, the camera pans back. It just is like, where does the watermelon roll? ... Fiend. The end.
There's like, you know, some poignant song. Where does the watermelon roll?
It's an Enya piece, and it's beautiful.
Blades of grass there are. Oh, cucumbers.
Oh no. I feel so bad for killing you, but I mean, we respawn on the moon, so like it makes the most sense. That's the most healing
I
thing
respawn
can
and
do.
I'm like, guys.
Anything else I would try, I would be worried it would like fuck your brain up more. Like I don't want to make you more broken. Like let's just get shit at
cucumbers.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure I'm never eating vegetables again. That's all I do know. It's my takeaway from that whole experience. I'm just gonna eat meat.
Wait, so we wake up on the moon and she's normal again?
So, Ankara, as you step through the wall of the dome, we see a moment from your past crystallize in our vision. And it is like how you made the decision to join the Druidic Order. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, I usually spend my time kind of like wandering around the whole world and meeting people and learning about them and becoming friends with them. And one of the things I do usually is like steal something very small from all the people I meet to keep them as memories. So I have a little bag that has like stuff from people from all of the groups I've met. So when I saw that this was happening, I was very curious. And I saw that there were a bunch of people, and I thought that it would be fun to join a group that was new with me and other people, like basically make a new group rather than join a group like I had been doing for such a long time. And I was really curious about what happened to the sun. And especially as a moon druid, I would love to know, like, if there's a way to fix the moon, like, can I fix the moon by fixing the sun? So my greatest motivation was that. And also I love meeting people, and I thought it would be fun to create my own group rather than joining a group. So when I wandered up and saw that, I was very interested and very excited to make new friends and maybe fix the moon for my people.
Amazing. What's the relationship between your Druidic Order and this live carved tree at the center of your hometown of Marad?
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about live carving in so long.
It's true.
So where I come from, we have this the tree that we live carve. I need to pull this up now. I'm like, I don't want to get it wrong.
It's like super ornate at the top, and then like less ornate as it gets down lower.
Yeah. Oh, and we used to carve gifts out of the tree and bring it to the townspeople. I think it was like once a year was our tradition. We'd give it to them as a gift.
Yes.
From the tree carving, and that was kind of how we like made our livelihood and stuff too. So that was my little tribe. We lived in the woods and we did live carving of this one enormous great tree. So it's also very important to me that the sun doesn't die and the moon doesn't die, because obviously I love nature and I need to protect that tree with everything in me. Because if the sun explodes, the tree will die, and I'll be very sad.
Awesome. So in the blackness, you hear the gentle breeze through foliage, and then a sonorous voice calling out, sort of like vignetted by the gentle lapping of water against the shore of a pond, saying, "Welcome, it's so good to see you." And when you all four open your eyes, you're staring up at the blackness of space, speckled with stars and the small jeweled orb of the earth floating in the distance. And four of you are here once again on the Gardens of the Moon.
I immediately sit up and look over at Aya and say, Aya, snapping her face. Are you okay? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. That was a lot. Kind of want to do it again. That was a lot, though.
No, that was scary. Don't do that.
I mean, the connection worked, though. So, I mean, technically...
Did you talk to him?
Yeah. But then I also beheld all of the knowledge and chaos of every dimension in between our plane and his plane. And that you know, was
Is
a
that
little
why
bit
your
much
brain
for my
broke?
brain. A little bit, yeah. But you know, now that I've got a taste for it, I think I could probably do it again.
Okay, I believe in you. I just didn't
I
want
do
to hurt
too.
you. I'm really
Yeah.
sorry I had to murder you.
That's okay.
I was just worried about you.
Yeah, it's weird. I kind of vaguely remember you murdering me. I mostly remember really thinking about whether vegetables feel pain.
That's probably good.
Yeah, and there was a vegetable god, a
Suddenly,
squash.
there's a tiny sob from your shoulder and a voice that says, "They still feel pain."
Marshmallow.
Hello,
Why do you think they feel pain?
I missed you.
Oh, it's okay.
Aww.
I kind of feel bad for some of the residual wisdom is still there. How are you doing, buddy?
Good. I beat a dragon.
You beat a dragon?
It was made out of bones.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Good for you. All right, let's there's got to be something else you can do right now. Yeah.
Let's see. I'll pull our player tag over here.
So dumb. It's made out of bones. That's what got me. It got me. Oh,
Where's his favorite place to be scratched?
Behind the ears, like between the ears and the wings.
Snakes have ears, right?
I mean, not like human-shaped ears, but they've got like ear membranes.
Oh my gosh, that freaking I'm just thinking of that animated version now. It's harder for me to be mean to it.
Super cute animated version.
Yeah,
This is
shout out to that. That was
adorable.
that made my day. Saw it.
Let's see. I was trying to find it so I could see. There we go. Yes, Joseph Blue. That's so good. Yeah. So you know the young middle-aged ancient sun beams down on the moon, lighting the environments brightly from over in the tree. The double-headed head of Maine the raven pokes out with opalescent eyes, peering at you, first from one side, then from the other. You hear the sound of the forge clanging from inside the ivory tower behind you. What do you do?
so wait, are Kairos and I there?
Yeah, you're all there.
And we recognize that stepping through the bubble led to our being here?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I thought we were still theorizing about it over some weed. Okay.
I mean, like you the last
More
thing you
conclusive.
remember is stepping through the bubble and then like having a rush of memories and then waking up on the moon. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. As soon as we crossed that bubble, that was wild.
But like, did we cross the bubble though, man? I mean, what is the bubble?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, dude.
And then Aya became stupid.
Oh, wait. Oh shit! I think they're here.
Oh shit! Oh, hey, what's going on, nerds? Welcome to the moon, losers.
What's up? Ugh.
You guys saying that to us?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I walk over and I sit down and I.
Our eyes are red as fuck.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey,
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
We're fine.
Oh, I get it. This is fine, but I snort one line of arcane flux and just say no. Just say no.
Yeah, but this is natural. This is grown on. This is grown
Flux
on
is
the moon.
natural too.
This is grown on the moon. Dank moon.
It occurs naturally in rifts.
Moonweed, dude. Moonweed. Oh shit! It's moonweed.
It's that OG moon.
Oh man.
Have you guys smoked much?
Legitimately,
before?
moonweed is one of the coolest things.
This is OG.
Moonweed is like all I've ever smoked as a moon druid. Like
you're like, oh shit, you've been hoarding the moonweed?
Get that
I didn't
moonweed?
have any. I'm
That OG saloon
been
skank?
busy.
This stuff's amazing. What do you think she's growing in these crystal gardens? Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so good.
This is not going to be helpful to us. I say as I've smoked like a significant amount of moonweed and still can keep myself composed.
I imagine she's just like,
ritual.
those are just the herbs of my garden.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Stop.
Give me back my oregano.
That's
Hey.
just space and time.
That's going to cost you.
Oregano.
Okay, so we've established that we walk through the dome, you disintegrate and come
Yes.
back here.
Yes.
That's good to know.
It's not good to know. It means we're stuck. It means I'm stuck here with all of you.
I had tried to call the whale, but she lost her mind instead.
Good. Good. Is
But
it
the
still-
connection was successful. I mean, me losing my mind just proves the ritual worked.
Oh, so it didn't take?
No, I mean, it did take.
Oh, I meant the you losing your mind.
No, that
that
didn't
part
take.
didn't work.
Oh, well. Cool.
Can't say the same for you, though. What the heck was that? Walking off, taking your toys, and going home.
I will attempt to do so again.
Then you'll fail again. We might as well just solve this thing. What is your damage?
What is your damage?
What is your damage? I'm not the one that's like, I'm going home. That's you. So what is
Yes.
your damage?
Well, I'm not the one filling the void in my soul with old god bits, am I?
Okay, yeah, but it's working. So what? What?
What if we try it from the moon?
Yeah, maybe I made out with an old god, but now I know how to freaking call our whale friend whenever I want. So kind of seems worth just saying. What did you walking away achieve? What did you learn while you were gone?
Well, we learned you can't step outside the bubble.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Fair. We can't have you walking off every time we're going to be in danger. Like, as much
Aw.
as I'm loath to admit it, we kind of need you like a little bit.
I'm
We
sorry,
gotta
what?
stick
I'm sorry, what
together.
was that last bit?
We kind of need you a little bit, as much as I am loath to admit it.
One more time, just one more.
Just say it. Just say it. It doesn't matter. You don't
Just
have
one
to
more,
mean it.
just one more time.
A little snoot pokes out from around Aya's face, and it goes, "Sawek, we love you."
Thank you, friend. I know you did. You helped me kill one of those bone dragons. You're a
It's
good
true.
one. It's very true. That's right. But I couldn't hear you the first two times. What was you saying?
Have you ever read this book called
I don't read. I have people who do that
The
for
Lord
me.
on the Rings?
No, I don't know that. I don't know that tale. Do tell.
Well, in it,
In detail, please.
this really awesome strategist comes up with the idea that in order to oppose 9 lieutenants of the greatest evil, you have to oppose it with 9 diametrically opposite vessels of good. And that's kind of our case. If I've learned anything from all of this, it's that the only way to take out King Asaphan's beloved are to oppose him with 4 of equal measure. And unfortunately for that, we do need you.
Technically, we have 4 of equal measure without Sawek, but having Sawek would be very nice.
You're back on the shit list, you winged bastard. All right, I'll stay. I don't have to like it. But I'll do
I
it.
mean, I
because-
don't, but I'm here.
Look,
We
you
can
told a
just tough it
rousing
out.
story about these 9 warriors. I was really inspired by the one who was sort of like the tough, like male character who was like, I want that ring for myself to save my people. It really inspired me. I got something out of that. Hopefully he makes it out of it alive. Inspired me. It felt like I connected with that character.
You know what? I'll lend you my copy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out what happens to him.
Mm-hmm.
I've only read the smutty knockoff.
Oh, you've read Dune? Lovely book.
Good one, dude.
Yeah.
Callbacks.
That's what we do. That's 90% of this show. All right, so we're stuck on the moon. We can't leave. We're stuck in the bubble. We have to do what? What is our plan? What are we going to do?
I think we got to find
Aramon. Yeah. I mean,
we say at the same time.
yeah.
Yeah, because we're cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate that.
Gotta talk to Aramon.
So, okay.
Might need to talk to my patron too. He might know some stuff, but honestly, I'm kind of afraid to call him.
Now,
can't you do it for the moon?
For what it's worth, Bronze, you haven't learned to contact other plane permanently.
Oh, so is it gone now?
Yes, you
Okay.
have that one use for free, but when you next level up, you will gain access to level 5 spells.
You know what, though? I have the Pact of the Tome. Yeah, or the Book of Ancient Secrets, which means I can inscribe magical rituals in my Book of Shadows. Oh, it says choose 2 first-level spells that have the ritual tag. Never mind, that's not a first-level spell.
No, it's 5th. But yes, you
Wait. When you find such a spell, you can add it to the book of spell. Wait, you can add it to the book if the spell's level is equal to or less than half your warlock level rounded up. And if you can spare the time to transcribe it. So next time I come across it, I can transcribe it into the book and have it forever.
You will need to be level 10 to make that happen.
Oh, is it a level 5 spell?
Level 5 spell. But like as soon as you level up, you can just take it. You can just be like,
Okay.
yep, that's the spell I have.
Fair. I feel like it might be useful for our detective skills. And we found a respec thing too, but unfortunately that also feeds knowledge to Nazoon. So maybe that's not without strings. I say.
Okay, so our options are
Because, someone's always complaining about how their fighting style isn't useful. They could easily step into the Nazoon fountain and probably pick another fighting style.
That doesn't sound like anyone.
Yes, wait. Are you
I've
talking
been
about
hanging out. I've been hanging out with Sarek too much. That actually sounds like really useful. Thank you, Aya.
I mean, granted, I think it feeds. Okay, you can never spec back. That was what I remembered. You can never go back to that. So if you lose a spell, my understanding of it was you can never get that spell back. But I'm assuming if you lose a fighting style, you can never get that fighting style back. And then Nazoon gains knowledge of it, so now he knows how to.
Oh, good.
Impose
I would
disadvantage.
love to have Nazoon spend his reaction to impose disadvantage on an ally. That sounds tactically great.
Yeah. So much fun.
All right, so I gotta go slurp the Nazoon juice.
Well, that means we have to get back down to Nazoon, which is going to be its own.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So, okay, so
Well,
we
I don't
need-
want to dally with everyone
Oh
else here.
yeah, you guys missed that. I say loudly.
What?
There's the black
Who?
mirror in Nazoon's chamber, so we can just go back there whenever we want.
Oh.
Well, wait, hold on. That doesn't strike you as odd.
Whoa.
What?
That there's just a mirror to a chamber that has supposedly been unvisited for thousands of years or whatever.
Huh.
I mean, we saw people there. People go on a pilgrimage to that place all
Yeah.
the time, and then get eaten by bone snakes because they're idiots.
I don't think they take the Darkling Mirror, do they?
No, but I assume
yes.
maybe at some point they did.
That reminds me, and someone comes wandering over from the tower. You're talking about the mirrors, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leander. He says, here, I wrote this for you. As you asked, it's been some time since I've seen you last. Your last adventures must have been very successful. Well, here.
Well, Leander.
Yes, you're taking forever.
Oh, thank
Show me
you.
your moves.
Did it not show up?
Oh, we
It
got
It's
it.
did. We
here.
have it.
Okay, yeah.
There's a queen?
Who is she?
Okay, well, this is
By a
this
queen
is
who sought a
new
convenient method.
information.
Oh, is this the
Adventures
previous
across the world.
queen? The queen who ruled in the before times?
Oh, I bet it was
Queen-
the one who
or-
was followed by the king. What's
Astafan.
Let me
Astafan,
go to
thank
the
you.
list here where it says game
It's called
pitch.
Game Pitch.
Yeah.
Queen Urbao, the Roman numerals are hard. 17th.
Yeah, right
Who wants
there.
to read this?
The Popper Queen.
I don't think a pauper queen's spending boatloads of money on an interdimensional portal system.
Well, how do we know they aren't the Liar
okay,
Queen as well?
question. True. What monarch would support a public transit network?
The Popper Queen. Bro. Big brain IQ 2000 over here. Oh my God, you nailed it.
But
Of
it's not
course.
public transport. It's for her allies.
I'm gonna read
For
it.
her.
And rivals.
All right,
Dark
great.
Visit her
Mirrors
allies and rivals. It's to
Our
visit
recent
them.
creation, a forging wrought by a queen who sought a convenient and rapid method of transit to visit her allies and rivals across the world. So this is for her.
Yeah.
She sought help
person.
from a long forgotten god of knowledge, an ancient and powerful god, and extraordinarily handsome, if I may add. Okay. Who recognized that the queen offered him a way to return to relevance after so many centuries of worshiplessness and obscurity, which he in no way deserved at all. Some of them were installed by mutual agreement between her city, state, and others, and other mirrors were installed in secret or via the aid of well-placed citizens who offered secret accesses and hidden methods of ingress and egress. Via this method, the queen and the god both sought to infiltrate locations of power or value and begin to work their slow-turning plans. Alas, that the names of both of these noble individuals has been forever lost to time, and none of my reference materials mention them. A pity, really.
What's the Patreon funding goal to have Sean Bean read these? Not that you didn't do you did a great job.
Yeah, no, that was great, but it wasn't Sean Bean great.
I mean,
Yeah.
I love Sean Bean. I'm a bean stalker.
Is that what they're
That's the name
called?
for the Sean
All right.
Bean stands. They're called bean stalkers.
Yeah. Yep.
On the Pepe Silvia board of theories,
Okay.
it could be the Queen
What,
or Bao,
Jesse?
and it could be the Patrician, right? Together, because we know that the Patrician has one in his basement, and we know that there was a queen that sought use of.
But no one thinks the patrician is a god.
Who is Leander's
Sure,
like favorite
but-
god? Like who is he have the hots for? Like who's he naming specifically to be
A
so
different god.
handsome?
But all I'm saying is that
Wait,
via
wait.
the aid of well-placed
It's
citizens,
A
and that
god
makes me
of
think
knowledge that she returned to relevance. What if she rebranded him? Marketing campaign. That's what I would do. You know, let's
God
say
of
you're
knowledge.
a famous god of sacrifice. Nobody, you know, and you're the god of fertility, and people are like, I don't really care about that. You got to rebrand to something people care about. Just because he was once a god of knowledge doesn't mean he still is. Now he could be god of TikTok. Sorry, I really like American gods. He could be rebranded.
So
maybe.
wait.
It's a good
Because
question.
didn't Sarek tell us that he saw his queen conspiring with a certain god?
Yes, but my queen would never. She doesn't have control over mirrors and such. She barely has control of her own kingdom.
Wouldn't mirrors
Holy-
help her
okay.
change that?
Yes, but
I think we can.
doesn't have
Sorry.
them in the. That's not how this works. Don't put it on me.
I'm not putting it on. I'm just saying, like, who's a queen and a god that we know work together?
But then you're implying that Leander has the hots for Atikusu?
Steven, do I know what Atikusu looks like? I feel like I probably don't.
I mean, Adikusu is, a trickster god who takes many guises, right?
He could be sexy.
Is it not
in that,
Nizoon?
in that
The-
book called Lord in the Ring, there is a very evil dude that sometimes appears as a very sexy elf just to get people, just to fool people into making things for him, like magical rings.
Oh, is he a good guy?
No. No.
Oh, all right.
he's not.
Well,
But sometimes he's like crazy hot.
interesting.
But other times he's like with like a giant helmet and a flail. Still crazy hot.
Do you think
But-
Leander is the god?
This schmuck?
No, like, do
at
you
him.
think he's like hiding out and like pretending not to know everything, but he has access to all this knowledge? And he's guiding us like wherever he wants to go. I guess he is providing us information. I'm probably wrong. I'm just conspiracy theorizing here.
I
What
kind
do
of
we-
get all close up into Leander's face.
Because he's like quite handsome, if I do say so myself. And I'm like, who the fuck says that about other people? Unless they're like in love with them. Or it's him and he's like, me and the queen. And I'm hiding out here on the moon with Saloon. Just like trying to orchestrate all this shit. Or he just like, or something went wrong and he ran away. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, guys.
No, that's fair. It's just this dude, and I'm like standing very close to him. He just has no self-esteem at all. I don't think he'd describe himself as very handsome.
He looks back at you and he says, I don't, I'm sure I don't know what you mean. I just do have another
Who
question.
do you love?
Yes, wait a
Research.
minute.
Why do you know he's handsome? If you don't know who it is, why do you know they're so handsome?
I just have seen reference to how
Let
attractive.
me see a picture.
Yeah, but what
How
god is
do
it?
you
You
have
can't
that
name the
book?
god, but you know
How
what he looks
do
like?
you have
I'm
that
sorry.
book, Leander?
Yeah,
Hold
show
on.
us the
Please.
photo, smut peddler.
It just says handsome god in the book. I don't think so.
Yeah, let me see your fan
It's
art.
like a stock epithet, the god of handsome face. You understand? It's very difficult.
So you don't have a photo?
What was that?
So you don't have a photo?
You got a picture or not?
I
A
don't know.
lithograph, perhaps?
So where did we find? We found Leander as like
No lithograph?
how
Wow.
did we find Leander though? Like, think back. How
Leander
did-
was in prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Think back. He was in prison, and a civil
Oh,
war
right.
took place. Is it possible that when Astafon took over from the Queen, that he threw Leander's ass in jail?
It makes sense they were allies.
And I guess he might not have known that Leander was a god, question mark? And he was like, this old ass wizard man, throw him in jail.
Could be.
I don't know. Yeah, have we ever just asked you, Leander, why were you in jail to begin with?
I was trying to escape, and the knights didn't like that, so they threw me in jail.
Why were you trying to escape?
It seemed like a bad place.
Why did it seem like a bad place?
He just sort of goes like,
No, look, I get it. It sucks. Trust me. I died trying to get out. I'm asking you though, why were you there in the first place, and then why did you decide to leave?
oh, well, you see, I had come in through one of the darkling mirrors and was trying to do a little research while I was there, and then all of a sudden, just everything. You know how it goes.
But how did you know to use the Darkling Mirror to get there? What were you trying, where did you come from originally?
Is that what you'd like me to research this time?
No, shut
How do you
up.
not know that?
Oh, it's just, I have to look in my notes.
This is a conversation.
Like, he's obviously like,
He's really bothering me.
he's trying not to talk about this.
Can I do something to force him to talk about it?
Like, you could make a persuade roll, and then we could see where that gets you.
I guess how common would it be for a mage to have their own interdimensional library inside of a book? Is that something that's like in the scope of craftables,
Maginess.
or is that kind of a telltale sign of a god?
I mean, if we remember, it's not just like there was a library inside of a book. It was like there was an extra dimensional space that extended.
Yeah,
in
it was like a
every direction.
whole.
That was a
Yeah,
library.
it was the Interstellar 4D. Yeah.
library.
Right. So, you know,
Okay.
Yeah. We need to get a bag of holding and threaten to put it in there. Get the real answers.
you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. That would probably kill us all.
You don't know which queen it was? What queen? Your library has a lot of holes.
Their names were lost to time.
But the story wasn't lost to time. Wait, so
She's
the
probably
names
very
were lost.
Guys, be nice. I mean, it's hard to remember things like the older you get, especially when you've been around for a long time, right, Leander?
Yeah, how old are you, Leander?
Oh. I'm like,
When's your
pushing
birthday?
Kara away. I'm like, oh gosh, and Kara. You know, the longer you've been around, people call you by so many different things, right? Like in one town, I remember they used to call me by my full name. Then it slowly got shortened to Aya. You know, like I'm sure you could probably relate to that.
Don't know what you're talking about.
No, you never had any other nicknames or anything like that?
All right.
Like, give me some kind of a role. Like
Leander's the imposter. I'm voting.
Deception or persuasion or.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kinda
Okay.
my
So
bag.
like, I think your strategy here is a pretty good one, where you're like, yeah, you know, like you know.
It's hard to remember stuff when you've
Yeah.
been around for a long time. You know, some things come in and out. Gosh.
You rolled pretty good,
Mhm.
so I wanna like give you something that you want, but like. He's not just gonna say stuff for out.
Yeah.
He's
I
cagey,
basically
and
want to
all he
get
wants
close
to be
enough.
is like, yeah, he wants to just be like the researcher who sits in the back and like, hands you information, right?
And I want to like kind of like through my deception check make him like feel like I'm defending him. Like, yeah, no, 100%. I agree. Just to get close enough to like grab his head and put mine to him and read his mind.
Yeah, okay. So you're
Like cast it, like put him through the airlock, you know, like, oh, he's the imposter. Like to be like, no, I believe him. And then
nice.
Mhm.
That totally works. Yeah, cool.
So I like getting close and then I just like, you know, like give him a break. And then while my hand's on his shoulder, just be like, whoosh. Put my noggin all up close to his and try to crack his brain like an egg.
Yeah. Okay. The top thought at the top of his mind is Aya.
Oh, because I was just talking about my name?
I mean, that's all you get. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's thinking about me a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna try to probe deeper.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
I think we have to make opposed intelligence checks, which I don't know how smart Leander is. I
Targus
think he's
must make
really
a
smart.
wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. Cool. So let's see. Leander makes a wisdom saving throw. Oh, what's your spell save?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, Leander fails. So yeah, like
I caught him off guard.
you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. So you, Aya, know this, and nobody else does. Its emotional state is anxious.
Okay.
Leander is feeling anxious. So the surface thought that Leander has is Aya, and the reasoning that you get for that thought is not because you were talking about your name, but actually that Leander just like really likes you.
Ew!
He cares about you, like genuinely. He's like, yeah, Aya, cool person, like that skull shit. Clever, like cool person who makes cool plays. Like, yeah, that's what's going on. And then
no one thinks that. Super sus. This is this guy. Woo!
Something that looms large in its mind. Something it worries over, loves, or hates. Sort of like as you peel back layers, right? You're like, okay, this guy cares about me a lot. He's really anxious. And okay, I think you can see two things, sort of like as you're swimming down through the layers of Leander's brain, right? There's a left-hand path and a right-hand path, and off to the left, you see like an inky pool of darkness with something sort of like swirling underneath the surface of it, as of some sort of creature like running just under the surface of water. And on the other side, there's like a thin veil of black, like gauze that's sort of like drifting and floating on the wind. Which one of these two things do you want to move towards and see more information about?
Oh no.
The gauze.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Down in the depths of Leander's mind, he has sort of like hidden there, locked in a place of safekeeping. It's like a veil, except that it is also night.
Wait.
And it is a physical,
like a veil that covers your face, not a veil that's like a valley.
Yeah, like a veil that covers your face, except that it is also like the personification of nighttime. And this is like an artifact.
Can I grab it?
You reach out to grab it, and then I think that's when like the spell ends.
Okay.
That's like, yeah. Or yeah, like the target now knows you're probing into its mind.
Yeah.
And unless you shift attention, the creature can use its action to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. Yeah, okay, so go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Oh no!
What does that mean?
That means that you get to stay. So you're still like seeing in his mind, but yeah, like he knows.
Okay.
He locks eyes with you, and he just says, "What do you? This is most unseemly." But like the surface thought that he's like is, "Oh damn, I didn't expect that from her."
Yeah. Can I see him in his brain too? Like I'm assuming he's in here with me, like his alter ego or his super ego or whatever.
I think like at this point, like talking to him is gonna shape the thoughts that come to his surface.
Yes, it's probably better not to. I grabbed the veil.
I mean, this is metaphorical, right? You're not like
yeah. I just want to see like what it does. Is there anything about it that like seems? I'm sorry. I'm like trying to figure out what this means metaphorically.
So there's two levels to this, right? There's like the thoughts of his that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Like, this floating veil. And then there's you and him standing on the surface of the moon having a conversation. And his thoughts will change and evolve based on what you say to him in real life. So feel free. Speak.
Yeah. So I say, what is this veil?
And
on the outside, you guys just see blood starting to trickle out of my ears. As I say, like with my eyes rolling black, what is the veil?
Yeah. He
Aya?
She's doing it
immediately-
again.
He says, "Veil."
And just hold her
I don't know
hand.
anything about. I don't know anything about any kind of veil. And like all of a sudden, this veil like whips up across the face of like a beautiful and scantily clad maiden who goes ooh and just like starts dancing. Like
Now that would have worked on Sarek, but Aya,
Yeah.
I don't think that's
No.
gonna fly.
no. Nope.
And I just say, like, do you desire an eternal night?
A crown appears on the woman's head, and he goes, "What? I don't know what you're talking about. Eternal night? That's ridiculous. Who would want that? Oh, surely Dahaka." And like also like this worm like sits on her shoulder, going, "Yeah." He tries to throw you off again.
Okay.
Roll another intelligence check.
He does.
No.
Yeah. You just get ejected.
Damn it.
Zero answers.
I have blood coming from my nose and my ears.
He says,
And I'm like,
"You don't
Aya!
like me to research something about nosebleeds? I'm going to go into the library room and do a little bit of a reading. Surely I can find something."
treachery! I say to the rest of the party.
What now?
We all slowly turn.
Treachery. He worships the Queen of Night. I really gotta stop doing that.
Does she heal right away because she's on the moon?
How does taking?
Yes,
Nah,
you-
I'll
if you
heal
die
her,
on the
but,
moon,
like-
what happens?
Fortunately, she's taken no hit point damage. from
Yeah,
this.
it's more just
You-
like eternal.
I think
bleed.
you die.
She's equipped a cosmetic skin.
Treachery. Say to everybody else.
I feel like you're saying
You
that as I'm
worship
dragging
the
you over to my
Queen of
crystal garden to
Night.
like rest. I'm like, come.
Her crown and her veil made of stars. Treacherous this one is. As I sit in the garden.
Yeah, just dragging you over there. I'm like cleaning the blood off your face and stuff.
Marshmallow sits on your head, shouting, "Twatchawee!"
I don't know which of them to believe.
I looked at Kairos to like
She
see
had
how
a serpent too.
he handled it.
A Dahaka. This
You-
serpent also probably treacherous. Who knows?
Do we act on this or see a crazy
crown.
person?
And Dahaka and a veil of night.
Do we just let her do this
I don't
to
act.
herself?
I don't act on that. Like I'm just gonna console you like you're a drunk friend.
It's real.
I don't.
I saw what I saw. And a pool with an elder beast underneath.
You have to stop doing this to yourself. You are.
Leander is one of lies and deceit. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Wait, maybe. That's a really big accusation.
He's not telling us
front.
everything. He's hiding stuff.
I'm like looking around to see if we have a way to restrain Leander.
Leander? What about Aya? She's flailing about like a crazy person.
She's sitting in my crystal garden while I clean the blood off her face. Like she's okay.
Yeah,
Like a friend sitting on the sidewalk outside the bar.
There's
Yeah.
not like a lot of space on the moon. You can just go corner Leander again.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we should just. What are you guys doing? Like he's a murderer. She's saying. Like, are we just gonna stand there? We're just standing there and being like, okay, like.
I mean, yeah. I don't really. I feel like I don't have up to believe her.
Yes,
I'm gonna walk
I
up
also
to Leander and
clearly
be
don't.
like
like, what do you
bleeding.
mean you're a murderer? What does that mean,
Whoa, hold on. Don't go accusing.
sir?
So-
I didn't accuse. I asked. I said, what does this mean?
So I love that question. What do you mean you're a murderer?
What did
And
you do to
then
my friend?
We've been on the call for a little while, so I think it's a good time to take a short break.
Oh, this
get a stretch legs,
ruthless,
take a break.
ruthless.
Back
And then
there
when we come
bleeding from
back,
your
you can
face.
interrogate Leander more.
When I'm like, we should kill Melissa. That's a bone skeleton. You're like, we should save her. And then this NPC, we should kill him. And now we're like sailing it. So I don't know.
I don't think we
Wait,
should
did
kill
I say
him.
he was a murderer? I don't think I said he was
I
a
got
murderer.
in his. Oh.
I think I said he worships the Night Queen or something.
I mean,
Murderer.
basically a murderer at that point. I'm really stressed out. Okay, you've died on me like 2 times and gone insane. Like
I
Whoa,
really
whoa,
need
whoa,
to stop
whoa,
doing
whoa.
this.
In literally like an hour.
Whoa! I'm sorry. Time out. Are we now calling murder dying on me? When you kill your friend, they're dying on you.
Kill her. She went crazy.
Okay.
This has
All
all
right,
been really
then.
hard on me. Okay,
Wow.
that's the point.
The cognitive dissonance is
To
real.
focus on who's most impacted by all of this. Me.
It's me. It's my feelings.
I
That's
had to
true,
kill
though.
you.
Yeah.
I had to watch you die.
Aya's idea of what's fucked up is really like distorted
hard that was
now. I think for her, this is just like normal.
Druids.
You eat 1 god apple.
You're gonna do-
2 slices of a god apple and a spoonful of god soul. And I'm like, nothing's weird anymore. Like, you know, I feel like I'm Danny DeVito in fucking Always Sunny, where I'm just like, I've only got a few years left. I'm just gonna get real weird. And then, you know?
Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle. Let us continue this adventure.
So I think Ankara just walked up to Leander, who is inside the forge area, by the way, and went, "Murderer!"
Wait,
J'accuse.
what are you? What are you? I'm accusing you.
Accusation.
Are you bad?
And he goes, "Me? No. What? How could someone?
What did you do to her?
She did things to me."
He's
I
just
run
a
back to
poor
Aya and
boy.
I grab her shoulders. I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, he liked it. I saw that too, you sicko.
I'm like suddenly realizing there's much more here than I know how to handle.
You're right.
Ankara
There's
leaves
a
the
lot.
room. Aya is shouting, "You liked it! I saw that too, sicko!" Like Leander is like clutching his hands next to his cheek like this. There's a little heart-shaped thought bubble with Aya in it.
Oh, listen. Okay, you're right. He's not a murderer. Thank you for nursing me back to sanity once again, Ankara. You're not telling us something.
I tell you everything you ever asked.
No, you haven't. And I literally peeled your brain like an onion, and you and I both know that.
So gross. I don't appreciate being peeled like an onion. I'll have you know, I think it's it's inappropriate to peel the brains.
Well, I wouldn't have to if you were just forthcoming with your information.
Maybe I would be forthcoming if I could learn how to trust you.
You are here safe from the perils of down there by our goodwill and our goodwill only. You were in prison when we saved you.
Excuse me. And then he like sort of looks over your shoulder. Is that true? Then Saloon says, "Oh no." You see, there's someone else's whose goodwill matters.
Why
What?
does Saloon care about this schmuck?
Hold on. What? Wait. Time out. Way out of character.
I'm too high for this.
Hold on. Hold
Grinning
on.
beatifically
What
at
did you ask, Bronze? What did you just say?
I said, why can't he trust us when he's only here because of our goodwill?
And his reaction was to turn to Saloon and be like, "Is that true?"
And she said, no, like she likes him. Like he's here because of her goodwill, not ours.
What is happening right now?
Same.
What is going on?
And I like start walking around and like fanning the party. I'm like, y'all need to not be high anymore. We gotta have all our brain power, all of it right now, all of it.
I don't.
Get
Wait.
that
Oh,
smoke out of here.
Steven, is there like some little spell that I have, like a cantrip or something that can immediately make people not high anymore?
I mean, I could cast Lesser Restoration on myself,
yes. No. I'm fine.
but I'm too high to realize that.
I'm fine. I don't inhale. It's all right. I just tried. I do it so I look cool. So all right. So my question is, What? What were you doing in prison when we found you? We asked you before. You said you were trying to escape. And we were like, okay, why were you there to begin with? And you were like, well, I snuck in. Where did you sneak in from?
I was trying to sneak out.
No, where did you sneak in from?
You're asking me a lot of questions, and I don't think that I like it, but if you'd like me to research them for you, I can write them down in my book.
Research where you came from?
Yes?
You don't know that.
I didn't say that I didn't know it, just that I'm going to have to research it.
What does that mean? Are you going to have to go to the Library of Stephen?
Yes.
And delve deep in the annals of the Library of Stephen to discover exactly where you came from?
So, like, you can tell that he's trying not to talk about this with you, right?
No, we can tell. We're still going to ask.
I know where he sneaked in from. Probably from inside the castle. Okay. Think about this. He himself admitted he used the Darkling Mirror.
Yes.
What is the closest Darkling Mirror to the edge of town? The very same one you use, Sarek. The one that is in the basement of the dungeon, and that is where we first found Leander. And then, when we let him go, and he hoodwinked us, he fooled us into taking that fake rock as a real gem, he disappeared because he went back through the Darkling Mirror, the one that leads to the Mage's Tower, where he was captured a second time.
He giggles. That was a pretty good one.
You are a genuine dick, sir. You suck.
I can't believe it. After all the help and assistance I've given you, that this is the treatment that I got.
We brought you to the moon. You could have been languishing in a prison cell.
That's a good point. I can't believe how poorly you've treated me.
Look, I say we just take him back with us and put him in a damn prison cell and let the dark-eyed people have at him.
I agree. I think we should have Adam.
You know what?
We could put him in that cell and poke him with sticks or something.
Fantastic question. What happens if you die in the moon saloon?
The fake answer is, oh, you die in real life. Yeah, she says, you are all here by my graces, and I will continue bringing you back as long as you desire to remain.
But why does he have your grace? Where are your champions? I get it, right? By your own research, Leander, the Gardens of the Moon are reserved for the champions of the Moon Goddess, the champions of Saloon. I understand why everybody's here except this guy.
He's decided to help you, my champions.
Right, but what if we decide we no longer need his help?
Could we fire him?
Yes.
I've taken quite a liking to him.
Right, but what if he becomes a hindrance to our cause?
That would be... And then she, like, looks over at Leander. Very disappointing.
Very disappointing, Leander. If you aren't here to help us, then you're just in our way, and, well, that's very disappointing.
You don't need to know where I came from in order to find out what's going on with Astafon and the sun.
I think we do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you serve Astafon?
No.
Did you serve the queen before Astafon?
No.
There was a pause there.
Would you like
Who did you serve?
I will insight that slight pause.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh God, my insight's really bad.
I'll roll for it.
Oh my God.
I know. It was
Literal
really
0.
bad.
Oh my God.
Literal actual 0.
He's telling the truth. He did not serve the queen before Astafon.
I say he's being honest.
You see. Look what this mistrust is breeding. We're driving each other apart. It's so
Who
disappointing.
is the Night Queen with the hawk on her shoulder?
I don't think I like this game.
See?
Who is it?
Y'all believe me now?
You're not telling us something.
I'm not telling you many things.
If you're holding back on us, you're just in our way. And what happens to people who are in the way of your champion saloon?
Oh, they die in real life.
They die in real life. Wouldn't that be unpleasant? You made it all this way.
She had a crown upon her brow and Dahaka on her shoulder. And you had a little bit of a crush on her because she was making some very erotic movements in there. Sarek would have drawn them all in very graphic detail. Probably would have made a flip book.
I missed out on flip book worthy erotica?
Yeah, no, there was gyrating and all types of stuff.
Well, you'll have to explain it to me later.
Gyrations for you if you need.
Yes, no, yes. Maybe next time
but
you
also
research.
no.
Yes, next time you research, just focus on that. But for now, tell us what's going on in your brain noggin there, man.
He sighs heavily and he says, "What is it that you people want from me? I don't understand. I have been nothing but friendly and kind and forthcoming with you, and now you're prying into my past and making me deeply uncomfortable."
Because you're not who you say you are. And I know that because I seldom say who I am.
You yourself have said that you have gone by many names, and Kara has lived many lives in all of the people that she's visited with, and Kairos didn't even used to be a warrior, or
Yes,
a paladin, much less. Are
but
we not all different people from who we once were?
none of us has an interplanar library upon which all of our lives rest.
Oh, well, that isn't quite convenient that I am offering to share the contents of my interplanar library with you who does not have one. Yes, Leander. Oh, thank you, Leander. Oh, you're such a good friend. We like you.
This
we
dude
like
definitely a
bring you
god.
cookies.
I'm just saying, this basically confirms that in my head, it's red. It is
Smash cut
red.
to us. We have
I am
gone through
voting
the,
red.
The portal, dragging Leander by his ear to Iramon to explain himself. No, but I would be down for that though. Because as far as we know, they haven't met before, right? Ma'am?
We have never seen
Hello?
him face to face.
Yeah. Leander, I think it's time you meet Iramon.
Well, why?
Audibly scowls.
All right. I'll go meet Iramon. It's fine. I don't know.
You're going through the portal with us.
Doesn't seem very important to me.
Real quick though, before are we cool with that idea? Maybe we
I
get,
mean, we're
get
going
some better
to see
answers.
her anyway. So
Right?
I feel bad
Yeah.
for Steven, who's going to have to voice two NPCs talking to each other. But
I
mean,
don't. Screw him. Let's do this.
This is my
I
life.
also like how in this like Roll20 screen, I'm standing on top of Saloon's head.
I'm in her arm. I'm in the palm of her hand.
I don't like standing triumphantly on her head. So that's where I imagine myself in this scene, is sitting cross-legged on Saloon's head.
What? Don't push me out of the way. All right. So is our plan just to immediately go back, or are we going to prep for this? Or is it just we're
Probably
going
shop,
back?
right?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want one of these gems.
Buy some stuff.
Will go really
That's
nicely
true.
with my little
we
sword
should
chain.
we should do our shopping. You have a bunch of dollars,
Yeah.
and by that I mean
Golds.
golds.
Guys, did we miss the entire bottom half of this? The rumored locations of Darkling mirrors. That's some really key pieces of information for us.
No, I saw
what?
that. I just didn't read it out loud. Sorry. I thought you guys saw that too. My bad.
Oh, right. In the note.
So we
Yeah.
found the Nazoon Godhead.
The throne room.
Wait. Which is the queen you serve, Sarek?
My
When you
queen?
hit-
Mm-hmm.
Certainly no one listed on the rumor of Darkling Mirror page.
Is it Queen Tanith of
No.
Wouldn't our mysterious queen who created the Darkling mirrors probably put one in her room?
That's in a visiting chambers, first off. If
be a
it
friend
was
arrival.
my beloved and infallible queen, it would be in her visiting chambers, which is not her bed chambers, which is a different thing. No one's allowed in there, despite my vested interest. No one's allowed in there. She's a chaste and holy woman.
It's blue. It's blue. It's blue and red. They did it together.
I don't
Double
know how
kill.
that's even possible. That doesn't make any sense.
I think we should find the visiting chambers
We can't.
and take a look around.
We simply cannot find the visiting chambers because, as we've established, the minute we leave, we vaporize and become moon people again.
But this is her visiting chambers. I'm assuming this is her guest room when she visits the kingdom. Am I correct in that assumption, Stephen?
I have no further information to impart.
I'm gonna ask Iramon. I
now
feel
it's-
like that's her guest room for when she's over here, like her summer house.
Oh, so
Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know what a visiting chamber is.
Yeah, we're doing grammar right now. Is it a chamber when she visits or a chamber where people visit her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that where we're stuck?
I have no
We
idea.
simply
Good
don't. This is like when I first played Warcraft back in the day, and I saw the guild called Satan's Killers, and I was like, "Whoa, do they kill Satan,
Kill
or do they
Satan,
kill
or they
for
kill
Satan?"
for Satan?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. We
Yeah.
grammatically we don't know where to go.
Yeah. Like, is it a chamber that she visits? Or is it
Or
a chamber,
chamber
where she
for visiting
entertains
her.
visitors?
Oh.
He's not gonna tell us.
Nope.
No.
Gotta figure it out.
You could ask some people, but I'm not just gonna tell you. That's not the way this game works.
It's a excuse me,
Fine,
Steven.
let's go to
It's
Google.
a grammatical
Let's get the game
question,
facts.
okay? And therefore, okay, let's go talk to Iran. We'll ask her. She used to serve the king. She'll know.
It doesn't make a lot of point of order.
Mm.
As a proud and loyal citizen of her, it's strange to me that our queen, despite the tensions between our peoples and desire to tear this city to the ground and burn everyone inside of it alive, that she would have a room here? That seems not to make much sense.
I don't presuppose that I'm an expert at wizard shit, but considering the dome and the annihilation of leaving a dome, I doubt some extra dimensional portal to another place outside of the dome is some sort of safety thing. It's got to involve something in the castle.
But then the implication is that my beloved queen spends significant time here. That sounds highly
Well,
suspicious to
okay,
me.
let's look at the information. She put the doors where? At locations of power to begin work on her slow turning plans. So this actually gives us how everything is connected together. Whoever this person was obviously interested in Nizone, also had the king's ear or was trying to get the king's ear. There's something in the catacombs and we have to visit the observatory. These are places of power. That's why she put the Darkling mirrors there. Every place we've been to is a place of power. And also, I have noticed, a place of glowing orbs.
Right. What does it mean to be a place of power?
The only place where these two circles are overlapping in my Venn diagram is we've found a tier at every single one of these locations. That's the only intersection I can draw right now.
Right.
I think, right? I'm trying to think if there's any Darkling mirror where we didn't find a tier.
You found Tim near one, or not Tim, Tam.
All
near
right.
one.
Hold on a second. Yeah, so because
You found the Nizun Godhead near one, but there weren't tiers of saloon at either of these places.
So hold on. Well, there's different things then, as mentioned in the histories. There's not just tiers of saloon. There are motes of power that people are after, and now there's places of power. Are motes of power and places of power related? Is there like a causal?
Someone has been playing Control, and I love it.
Actually, I've been
love
watching
it.
a great streamer play it, but yeah, it's true.
I think y'all have generated the term places of power
But yeah.
More so than it has come to you via.
More than an object of power.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
we're confusing ourselves. Got it. Well, regardless, I think the first thing we should do is talk to Iramon and probably bring Leander along. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Now I should sound.
I mean, this document tells us a lot, though. Because some were installed by mutual agreement between her city, state, and others. That means she's not from here. Once again, Queen Tanith is looking mighty suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. Certainly, there's some suspicion to be had, but isn't it also suspicious that for the first paragraph and a half, Leander states he doesn't remember this person's name at all, and then immediately down below would write Queen Tanith of her?
True.
If we're basing everything off context clues.
Well, I mean, technically, I guess it could also be a queen of this place that we're in, or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. The previous queen.
Yeah. No, it could be either one. I don't know. But what we do know is that all of these locations have some type of import. That's why a door was put there. It might behoove us to check out these 4 other doors. There's something in the catacombs. Now, the catacombs we were already talking about mapping out. The Great Throne Hall, that's going to take some work. I don't even think we visited the observatory. We can ask Iramon about what this observatory is, how to get there.
Probably the place where we find
and we can ask her about the visiting chambers.
Wouldn't the observatory be where the lens is? Yes?
I thought that was the Mage Tower.
The Mage Tower was where we found the
you're talking
In the
about where the
woods.
resistance, where the dust of the wind is holed up?
Yes.
We've never been there. That could be it too.
If
Yes, we have.
anything,
We've been there.
In the
We
past,
never got the viewing
only in the
lens.
past.
We got close to it and we got
Wait.
distracted because we found Deether.
Wait, then what do you call the barricade encampment? Are they not the people of the dust or whatever?
No, well, no, there's
Where
another.
Iramon it?
They
Oh, there's
were working
another
with
group
them.
somewhere?
And the people in Iramon's camp split off from the people that are in the tower.
Oh my.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
according
new to me.
According to the
Oh,
information
yeah,
of the,
no,
Yeah,
they're-
I didn't pick that together. Shit.
Yeah, the
good
people
catch.
in the
Wow.
barricade
Let's
camp
do that.
have split off from the people that have the
Well,
viewing lens, and
let's do that.
we never got there.
Then let's do but that sounds like the perfect plan then, right? We go to Iramon, we talk about our questions, and then we go through the town and we get the viewing lens and bring it back to them as well. And right?
yes,
Yeah.
according to the
Seems to link up.
information we have about the planescope that we got before from Iramon, who I guess created it, and we got from Leander. It accesses at least 2 realms. There's the realm of Eternal Shadow, which should be tons of fun.
Yeah,
And
sounds kind of nice.
the Clockwork World of Tixatox, which I think
Probably
would be
from
lovely.
Maybe that's this isn't in character, it's not a character. It's like maybe that's where the veil's from. The Veil of Night. Comes from TikToks or whatever. The Shadow Realm.
Could be.
Or related. All right. Well, it looks like we have a pretty good plan, or at least 2/3 of a good plan, which is good enough of a plan for me.
I'm down.
I'm gonna just casually buy this acid gem
True. We need to stock up.
Oh yeah.
because it sounds like a lot of fun.
Gem, 20 arcane flux, 500 gold, and 100 GP gem. Sounds good.
Does that stack?
It adds on to your existing weapon.
No, I
Right.
mean, like if I used a shard of fury and hit twice, with the acid stack to 8 damage and then tick down to 7, 6, 5, 4?
No, each
Oh.
time you hit the target, the counter returns up to 4.
Okay, never
Right.
mind. I don't want that one. I want the fire blast one.
Fire blast is significantly more expensive.
Oh, you're right. It is more.
Question.
While you're
If
doing
have-
that, I'm gonna buy 9 yoke of oxen, 2,000 pounds of food, and a grandfather's clock.
Okay.
I'm so sorry you've died of typhoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry. If I have ice already, can I Radiant Strike as well?
Can you stack infusions or stack?
Yes, you can stack the gem infusions. Yes,
Oh
you
my
can stack.
God.
You can stack weapon infusions.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Why
God.
we should shove all of our money into Radiant Strike and give it to Sark.
I'm down.
Definitely.
I
No,
also
but-
was thinking how cool Fire Blast would be on my staff.
Radiant
Oh my God,
Strike
he
though, wouldn't
totally
that
has
hit you?
2,500 gold though.
Yeah, I don't
It's the
need
arcane
any
flux
y'all's
that
help.
is the limited-
Yeah, I was gonna say he totally has that.
But I'm curious about
You literally shoot missiles.
yeah, but Radiance, it says when you hit range attack, a pillar of radiant fire strikes your target, anyone within 5 feet. So wouldn't that hit you every time?
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you saying it's worth it?
Yeah.
Because I'm fine with that. If you
I
want
mean,
to take
how
Radiant
often do we get
Strike-
AoE damage? Yeah, you're
A
right.
couple of things. One, the Radiant Strike Gem can only be folded into a ranged weapon. Two, it costs 50 arcane flux, and you have 29.
Never mind.
Hold on. Okay, is this a situation where you say a ranged weapon? Is that the arrow or is that the bow?
The bow.
Okay, so every arrow shot from it can do it.
Yes.
Pretty sick. But the fire blast couldn't. The fire blast has to be melee.
Yes.
Fire blast sounds pretty sick though. For
We can't afford that
Ankara.
either. We only
What?
have 20 arcane flux. 20 some arcane flux. It's 50.
it's 29. Oh, true.
The
The
only
best
thing
we
can
get
do
is an acid gem.
Or save it. Or we save our flux and see what we can get next time.
Not many things. Never mind. It's not really true. Okay. What about these topazes? You bought the topaz already, right? Sorry, I'm asking why you're eating your food. You were buying the topaz, right? Or spirals. What were you getting any of these?
No, I think I should get the topaz because I can't see in the dark. I mean,
Well,
I could when I level up, but because then I can get my goat eyes back. But in the meantime,
so can we buy a cipher?
See?
Question. Can we buy the cipher, leave it on the moon so it doesn't expire, and then bring it later?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should buy the topaz's golden light when we go to the catacombs or something in the dark,
Yeah.
not when we're on the surface.
the
But,
realm
like,
of eternal shadow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when we're doing that, that seems pretty useful.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Or like when we were fighting fucking Sarek, Shadow
Yeah.
Sarek, it would have been really useful to have that.
Yeah, it counters the night thing.
One of you go ahead and put somewhere on your character sheet, storage on
Aya's
the
probably right.
I've got a bag slot I can put it in.
Cool.
Well, no, we're not bringing it on us because that would trigger it, and then we don't, and then it's a use it or lose it situation. We have to leave it on the moon.
Well,
Your
remember,
equipment's not free.
it's these items are activatable items. So either you could carry it with you, then it would take up a bag slot, or you could leave it on the moon. But if you carry it with you, it doesn't activate until you activate it.
Oh,
Right, but if we
I
reset
genuinely
and
thought it's
die-
use it or lose it. Like at a long rest, it's gone once it's brought in.
Ciphers.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's okay.
Yep.
Never mind. That's not as. Okay.
But is there anything else that you want to buy immediately?
Moon shards of healing, if possible, everybody.
Yeah. I was gonna buy
Time
one.
That's it.
at the end of our show.
How much are those again?
50. And they
50
do
gold.
64 plus 6.
Thanks.
No problem. What I ended up doing is I added a moon shard as like an attack on my character sheet, so it's like
Ooh.
always there.
What is the roll for that?
It's 64 plus 6, so you just make it no attack roll. You just make the damage equal to the healing, right? So it's like 64 plus no stat associated plus 6. And so then it
I
was
wish
roll
I
free.
knew how to do that.
If only there was a homebrew tab like there is in
Yeah.
some other systems.
I'll show you sometime
50
later.
gold.
Yep, 50.
50.
64 plus 6, you said?
64 plus 6.
6.
I'm gonna test this out right now.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wowie.
Oh shit, I have such full pockets. Steven, I'm gonna drop off all my little gems and stuff in my crystal garden box. So that's 3. And by the way, guys, I have I have a jade, I have 2 pearls, I have 3 garnets, I have 4 ambers, and I have a crystal barrel and a something else. Tourmaline. Just FYI.
One day we should probably sort those into like, we have 3 that are worth 500, 2 that are worth.
Oh yeah, I have that actually. I have their worth in all of here. So the garnet, they're all worth 100 each.
Okay.
The ones that I have. Some of them are worth more, but these are all the ones I have right now because I used the bigger, more expensive ones last time we went in on the gems.
Fair.
So they're all 100 per.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like we always, if we ever need to, this is one of the things I
Buy
always
tobacco.
keep forgetting that we have that is super obvious and great, and we just never look down. Right here on the screen, literally everything we have is listed. Our flux and our tears.
Oh yeah, we have 1 orb and 25
It's being
flux.
down here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that just exists. So.
What if, that's pretty sick. Where are the mundane things we can buy?
Oh, with Maine?
Regardless, well, yeah. Also, time-wise, though, we should probably be about it.
Yeah.
Do we need?
Also, he has spells. Doesn't he have
Spell
rando
icons
spells?
and
Yeah.
Right. You're up to 2 tiers now.
What do
Yeah,
you think about
maybe-
buying a crystal? Sorry to interrupt you real quick. It's just I think. What do you think about one of us buying with the rest of our flux for 15 flux a crystal of refreshing, which is that 10-minute long rest thing? You get the benefits of a long rest for Aya or Ankara.
Now, that one does disappear when you come back to the moon.
All right.
So, like, all of the crystals that you buy from Maine, they vanish.
I think we held off because it's so expensive.
You know.
Because it's 15 arcane flux, so unless we're sure we're gonna use it, it's like
Yeah, we're not sure. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, let's
So
save it.
expensive.
We keep coming across flux. We're gonna keep going through darkling mirrors. Let's save the 20 some we have.
mm-hmm.
Because you can see as
And
we
I
come
promise
back,
I will stop eating it.
as we come back, like there's 50, right? Eventually, I imagine there's going to be something here we really, really want, and it's going to be expensive. And when we can just like put all of our shit together to get it, ooh, people dying.
Gonna feel so good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do we want to save the spells for next time? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's start next session by looking at the inventory list one more time and then heading out to
Excellent.
speak with Irama.
All right. Well, that is it for us today. We do not trust Leander. What a skis. Also, Aya needs an intervention. But other than that, we're doing great. Things are doing just fine. Someone needs to tell her to stop with the old god shenaniganry. It's only going to lead to...
She can quit anytime she wants.
I don't think that's true. I am so worried. If at the end of this the portal comes down and nothing has changed and everyone's actually alive and like Aya's like mom shows up and is like, "This has been an intervention, Aya. We needed you to stop." This whole thing, King Astafon, come out. King Astafon's like, I told you I would help you guys. Aya, my girl. What's going on? Yeah, if everyone like comes out and they're all like, we love you. We just want to help.
Stop talking to Cthulhu. He's a bad
I've been thinking
guy.
about you so much. That's why you saw yourself in my mind.
I was just so worried about you. Yeah.
Oh my god, am I the Queen of Night? Did Steven just say that? He said I saw myself in his mind.
No, that was the top thought.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
do not
damn.
recognize yourself as this dancing lady.
Melissa's from a couple hundred years ago. Maybe Melissa would have known.
You can talk to her.
You're right.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
right.
Melissa's also kind of like traumatized right now, though, so we kind of have to fix her before we talk
We have to
her.
do a lot.
Drew.
Yeah, because she's like, I have no skin. And it's like, no, but you do, though, Melissa. She's like, don't look at me.
Okay,
Yeah.
then back to us.
I just realized how
Let's be
terrible that is. We haven't helped Melissa at all.
Well,
We
to her,
should
it's only been
really
that one day.
probably do that.
It's only been
we
one
made
day.
sure she
In
was okay on the
herself.
moon, and I said I'd help her. And I meant to say this before, I just didn't get a chance. But my idea was that when we got back to the moon, I would go check on her and take Farnazal out of my bag and introduce them and have them like become buddies. So she has another friend with her to hang out on the moon and like leave Farnazal on the
I
moon.
don't think she's on the moon. I think
Isn't she
she's
back with the
in-
witch?
Oh,
Yeah,
is
she's
she?
in-
Oh,
she's
she
in
is.
that village. Yeah,
Oh,
in
that's
that
right. We
village.
did take her. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Well, then I put Farnazal in the garden, in the crystal garden.
Amazing.
Bear with me, because I was just informed that we have some ridiculous fan art right now that's been made as we're going through this, and I'm trying to set it up, but I had closed down a window, so just appreciate that. So here we are. Our first one is this amazingness.
Aww.
Aw.
All right, it's good to see you.
Oh my god, amazing.
But then
Cute.
then there's this shot. I loves to eat weird tentacle things.
What am I eating?
It's a tentacle on a bread.
Oh my god, that's great.
Oh my god.
That's
good.
this is
Wait,
That's
you
really
drew that
amazing.
while we were playing?
These have been coming in while we've been playing.
What?
yeah.
That is so
Hello?
cool.
Boom!
Oh my god.
Hello?
I want to like print this.
I love
I
the
want
whale
that
has
as
the
a
red phone.
tattoo.
Hello?
Hello. Look at that tiny
Boom!
thumb.
It's literally using a phone and you're using a femur.
His little fin thingy. That's so
Traitor.
I love that. So will you drop all those in our group Discord? This is so amazing. Who did these?
Oh my god. This is my
How do you
favorite.
draw so fast?
Are we gonna have to deal with this?
This is unbelievable.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have to deal with it.
That is blood. It's so good.
This is our chat, this is our conversation, and that.
Keep making my please keep making my helmet smaller and smaller.
This is amazing.
Throw a helmet on top of my head.
Oh my
Who
god.
did this? Wait, Jesse, who
Love
did
it.
this?
Terragrim, right
love it
here,
so much.
has been posting these the entire
Oh my
time.
god.
Derek,
Terragrim.
So good.
You're amazing.
I love the little
Oh my god.
Among Us.
This is so good.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the guy.
I love this. Just your concerned, like, who is that person?
Completely out of it.
God.
It's like, this is fine.
Let's just scroll back up to the real winner of today.
Love
Hello.
That whale is the most precious thing I've ever seen.
It's so cute.
Oh my god. I literally want to make that my Twitter like bio overhang thing. That is
Well,
so
now
good.
I'm like sad that we didn't see the other part of it. Like we saw my brain explode, but he was probably like, "Oh, she must have butt dialed," and put it right back. You know, his little like red phone.
Oh, hello. Holy
He's so
shit, that's
cute.
funny.
Please send them all to us.
Oh. Let's go around the screen really quickly as we wrap up here today and figure out what everyone's up to. Britt, is it still you?
It's still me, Britt Wiseman. Thanks for playing every week, guys. This is always really nice for me. And thank you everyone for watching and contributing through chat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty upset right now about the Breonna Taylor news. So just gonna be real honest with you guys about that. If you want to help, I would encourage you to contribute to the Louisville Community Bail Fund. Sign petitions. If you don't know exactly what happened, please, for the love of God, go learn about it, educate yourself. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not speaking very like well, but I'm just really upset. And I really hope that everyone understands how important this is and how meaningful it is. And there's lots of different ways that you can make it better. And I'm not going to say there's one specific way, but if you are like, what can I do right now? You can contribute to the bail fund because they're going to need it. Make sure you're registered to vote, please. And, like always, if you have the time and the energy, please think of ways you can help people in your community in the next week, and stay safe.
Steven, what is happening with you this week?
That is really delightful and uplifting and like heart satisfying. So thank you, Terragram. Thank you, everybody in the Discord. Thank you, everybody in chat, for having an awesome time. Thank you to my amazing players for playing amazingly every single week. Yeah, the world is a real serious place right now. So like, you can follow me on Twitter where I yell about how serious the world is these days. I also voted today in the 2020 presidential election. So let me take this moment to encourage you all to register and vote. I was going to say vote early and vote often, but no, don't do that. Vote once and vote before November 3rd. I was able to do it.
I always wonder why people say that.
So Chicago.
Yeah. It's about voting.
Oh, I thought people were serious when they were saying that. I was like,
no, but I was able to vote early because I'm living overseas, and I was able to send a federal write-in absentee ballot. So if you also are overseas, you should definitely check out, I think it's Voters Abroad, something like that. If you go to my Twitter, Silent Osiris, the O is a 0, one of my recent tweets has information that will be valuable to you if you're in the same circumstance that I am in. Please vote. Super important this year. And thank you all for watching. I love you all.
Bronze, what are you doing?
loving Hades. That's like Hades has been. I got it on a whim, started
Holy
streaming
shit.
it, and I love it. It's like the coolest game ever, and it got me to reinstall Path of Exile because now I'm just like in a ARPG hole. Like I just love that now. And I've had so much fun building all these like different strats for how I'm going to clear the spire. So that's been fun. I've been loving that. I am writing the first adventure for Into the Motherlands RPG, so keep an eye out for that. I am co-launching an RPG with my good friend Josephine, JCVIM on Twitch, and it's called it's called Eclipse. Yeah. That's what the name is. It's a sci-fi horror RPG just in time for Halloween, so I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I'm just streaming and dreaming, and I'm on Twitter, and yeah, I'm so excited for fall. I love fall. So jazzed, so freaking jazzed to drink cider and eat cider donuts and carve a pumpkin. And Diwali season is upon us, so I'm hyped for that as well. You know. Super jazzed for my holidays to come through. So that's it.
All right. Eric, what's going on with you this week?
3 things: Crusader Kings 3, Stoner Doom Metal, and Pendragon.
There it is.
That's a solid 3.
My Pendragon campaign is so good. I can't stop talking about it. Please, if you just give it a shot, it's very good if you want a show to watch. About 2 hours each episode, me and 2 players, man. And we're through the anarchy. Everyone stops at Age of Uther. We're not. We're doing the whole thing. And it's very good. You get to watch the story of these 2 knights who are like all like young and like Alexander Hamilton. Like, we're going to take on the world. We're going to become the Earl's best friends and stuff. And then by the time they get old, they get all jaded and cynical of everything. And their kids are having, it's super good. It's very, 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 very good.
Okay.
What are you doing, Jesse?
Me? Shit. You know. Shit. I am, just doing too much stuff. Like, I can't even say half the stuff I'm doing. But it's a lot. And hopefully this time next year, you'll be like, wow, that turned out so cool, Jesse. And I'll be like, ha ha! Damn right it did. Although now, Bronze has made me jealous to the point where, like, I really want to do a horror RPG.
Hit me up.
But only like a one shot. Like, what if instead of an episode of the Sunfall Cycle in, say, late October, it was Jesse Cox presents you four in a one shot horror as yourselves, of course.
Is it a horror themed made RPG?
That would imply that you would have to win over the love. Oh my God. Time out. What if? Because made RPG isn't the whole point that you have to like win the love of the DM. But what if the horror element is that the DM was dead and you were in love with a corpse? Oh shit.
Well, you kind of just blew the plot twist.
Yeah. Way to
Well,
go
that's,
there.
no, that's like the whole point
Good job,
is
buddy.
like, what would the four of you do for the love of a corpse? That's the creepy part.
What if you were like
There's a
Nyarlathotep?
game. There's a literal game that's called My Life with Master.
Yeah.
Whatever
All
you
about-
want to do, Jesse, I'm down.
Oh
I'm
my
in.
God. All right, I'll think about something fun. I'll think about a weird one-off that should be terrifying. Where you all play as animals.
You can't make bad things happen to animals. You can't. You can't.
The twist is at the end. You're all people, and you're boring.
Oh, that's okay then.
You're all
Yeah,
people
you can
wearing
murder and
animal
maim people.
costumes.
Yeah, you're all
But,
you're all
like-
just people in costumes, and it's
Yeah.
boring.
If
No.
you hurt like a hedgehog, you can't do that. Look how cute that is. Nothing bad can ever happen to that ever.
Did you just pull out a hedgehog card?
That's a photo of my hedgehog.
Oh, I thought you just like duel. I was like, what the hell's happening right now?
I summon you.
Oh
What do you
jeez.
summon?
Oh jeez, Yuke. Is that a hedgehog? There's no way we can beat that. You know what happened there. All right. Anyway, that's it. Let's get out of here. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC! What are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing music.
Bring the strippers and booze! I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.